Thank you for tuning in for the first episode of the Get Right podcast. It's your boy Bo Tony. I'm here with my Jayden, Wood, Rich, and Cheese, man. How y'all
What
boys
it do? What
doing?
it do? What it do? What it do, y'all? I go by the name of
Cool,
Rich
cool.
Man, co-hosting with my boy Tone. Get right. You know the motto. You know the name.
Yo, Steve, I'm just here to crash out, man. Co-hosting with my boy Rich and Tone, you know what I'm saying? But they're in Cancun right now.
Damn.
Chill out on me, twin.
You are too. You are too, Jaden.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We
Uh,
vibe. Man.
Margaritaville. Hey,
Margaritaville.
I'm in Margaritaville too, though. You feel me?
Yeah, them ain't
Who
shit.
that? What you talking about?
What's up, y'all boys? It's Jayden, man. We finna get to this football convo, man. It's gonna be good talks, good vibes, man.
Shit, what's up, man? My name Wood, you know what I'm saying? I'm just here to talk real football, real basketball, real facts, real stats, you know.
Woo! Real facts, real stats, real
Real
life,
facts, real stats, no
all
cap.
that type of shit.
he dropped
Straight
the
like
ball
Right.
real
that.
quick.
All stats,
This
real. Hey, I like that one. I like that,
Straight
Wood.
like
I
that.
like that one.
this the
Hey,
first
hmm
episode, man. We here to talk about hot topics, the NFL and the NBA. That's our specialty, man. And that's we gonna start with the divisional round of the NFL. I think we should kick it off with the Lions versus Commanders. What a historic day for Jayden Daniels. The Commanders are moving on to the NFC Championship for the first time in 33 years. From the start of the game to the end of the game, from pre-snap to post-snap, you feel me? Like this game was electric. They had Jello on the field before the game even started, and then
that's
and
probably
then
why they fucking lost. That's probably the reason they fucking lost.
And then
Shit.
the post game, them boys was full. The Commanders fooling out with them busts, fooling out on Detroit, man. It was a great game. Jayden Daniels came in here 299 yards, 2 tuds, with a passer rating of 122.9. Versus the Blitz, he was 12 for 16, 190 yards, 191 passing yards, with a tud. Under pressure, he was 7 for 9, 109 yards. The boy came to play today. What was y'all outtake on this game?
Uh,
Man,
I mean,
straight upset.
I,
Straight
I, I
upset.
feel like personally for me that game, I mean, yeah, I know Jen Daniels, he had a great rookie season. You know, he obviously probably going to win rookie of the year offensively. He looks like he could be one of the next great franchise quarterbacks for that team. He looks like a veteran. You wouldn't think he was a rookie at all. But I also look at it too as that Lions defense, man. They was really, really injured. They was really, really. They had a lot of injuries on that team. I don't feel like they were fully healthy. I think fully healthy, I think it would have been a better game that the Lions actually would have probably pulled out. But he's definitely balling right now, and if he continues going the way he's going, man, he might be the next MVP of this league, man. Seriously.
Man, you
Man,
had
follow up off of Wood. My bad to interrupt you, Tone, but hey, shout out Jaden Daniels. You know, he coming out of LSU. I know he started with Arizona State, but you know, we gotta shout out them boys, you feel me? But just follow
LSU boys made some noise this year.
you feel me? But nah, man, just to follow up on what Wood said, man, this man is doing unimaginable things as a rookie. Like you would have thought that this man's been playing for at least 3 to 4 years. Like he's coming in doing making veteran decisions, playing under pressure and taking all the pressure pause, taking all the pressure and coming out on top. You know what I'm saying? This is the first time we've seen a rookie back in the NFC Championship since I think Joe Flacco, Ben Roethlisberger, uh, Josh, Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy was in the NFC
Mark
Championship.
Sanchez, go ahead,
Mark
bro. Mark
Sanchez.
Sanchez
Yeah,
was
yeah,
in
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying?
Mark
He was
Sanchez.
in that.
You feel me? But I think out of all of those quarterbacks, hey man, he's looking like he got a chance to get to that bowl. You know what I'm saying? But the Lions, man, they couldn't do nothing with these boys, man. Just like from the pre-snap, just like you said, they came out and they came out hitting like they was on that since the snap started. You know what I'm saying? But again, Lions they weren't 100%. who says, if they're 100%, they come out and do what they've been doing to teams from the start of the season. So the Commanders, they had a great opportunity to win this game, and they took full advantage of that. And hey, they did what they did, and you seen the results. You know what I'm saying? A lot of we'll talk about the full out shit that happened after post game and pre game. You feel me? The celebrations, them boys rocking the Bucks. You feel
Yeah,
me? All
that
that.
was hard. That
Yeah,
was
hey,
hard.
yeah, that shit was hard, but yeah,
Hey,
that's
but
pretty much what happened
Washington,
about the game.
they're known for celebrating a little bit too early. You know, when they beat us in the earlier season, they act like they fucking beat prime to prime fucking Tom Brady in the motherfucking Super Bowl over here dancing and shit. But like you said, we'll talk about that. But let's talk about that lead that they took when they ended the quarter though. That shit was kind of crazy. I ain't
Nah,
gonna
I
lie,
ain't going.
24 to 14. 24 to 14 is a little bit insane. On top of a team that we thought was supposed to be the head honchos in the NFL. We thought it was gonna be them and the Chiefs. Let's be honest.
No, no
Don't
cap.
don't
I ain't going. I
Yeah,
ain't going. I ain't going to lie, man. I feel like the Lions fumbled this game, bro. Like this a team that had the number one seed. I mean, you have a pretty good matchup with the Commanders, and you go out there and have about four turnovers.
For
four
You
turnovers.
turnovers,
you
yup.
just you just not going to win the game like that. I think the one turnover that killed them and just ended the game was that JMO play. I think all year they've been aggressive. We know the Lions; they are an aggressive team. Um, but in this moment, why? I mean, why give it to the receiver to throw the ball downfield? Like, I don't understand why you give it to the receiver to throw the ball downfield. And he made a pretty bad pass, pretty bad decision, but that's what happens when you give the ball to a receiver.
The niggas, I mean, Jamar Gibbs was running all over them the
Yo.
whole game. I don't know why they stopped giving him the ball. I'm not sure what they was thinking there. I have a question I want to ask y'all because right now, obviously, they had the trade where Detroit and the Rams sent Stafford and Goff. Right now, if the Lions had Stafford, how dangerous of a team do you think them niggas would be?
Dude, that's
mm,
a good ass question because I ain't gonna lie. With
The
Stafford,
way that Stafford
they
played
win this
against
game.
y'all, I think they would win that game.
Not
Yeah,
even that. The
the
snow,
performance we
the
seen
snow,
Throwing
from him
shots?
this week
Nah.
shows you they would have
Oh,
won this game.
bro. In the
oh.
snow, in the snow,
We're
he's
not talking about our
nowhere.
team yet. We're not talking about our
No,
team
Yeah,
no,
yet,
we
no,
gonna
man.
no, no,
we
no.
gonna
we
get
gonna
to
we
that. We
gonna
gonna
get
Wait,
get
to
to
wait.
that.
that
We
That was
gonna
later.
get to that.
We're
We
talking
that
gonna
was a
we
about
gonna
with
very
get to
we
that.
had to.
Stafford.
We talking.
We're
I
talking
mean,
about
but
with
are y'all really
Stafford.
surprised that the Lions made the decision that they made? Like, this is Dan Campbell
And
football we're talking
Jared
about.
Goff.
Jared Goff, I'm honestly surprised that he had the game that he had because I like Jared Goff as a top five quarterback this season up until this point, just based off how good of a regular season he had. You know what I
He
mean?
had
This
he had one
this
of his worst performances in the
yes, he had
playoffs.
in the
So
playoffs, this playoff game, and it was like he's been here before. He's been here before. He got to the Super Bowl with the Rams. This you're a veteran. You should be used to these moments. I felt that this was a free W for the Lions. Even with the injuries that they had, there was a chance. But I don't think anybody expected.
Nobody
I don't-
expected this. And get back to your
Nobody
question,
expected
Cuzzo.
JD to do what he did. You feel
If
me?
the Lions had Matthew Stafford on this team, they would be elite. I don't think they lose this game. I think they handled this very well. Jared Goff had what, 3 picks? He had,
I think they win the Super Bowl.
bro. The Lions had 30 points and still lost the game. Like, and they had 4 turnovers and still scored 30 points. If they got Stafford, man, they limited them turnovers and they win in that game. That's a good ass
Hey
question
yo,
right there.
Jared
What's
Goff
up,
is
Chief?
too hot or cold. I'm listening to y'all, but man, I know he do that perfect game, but like it's like he shows up or doesn't, and that's why the
Yeah.
Rams
Yeah,
got rid of,
I
and that's
feel
why the
if
Rams,
that
and
was
that's
if
why
you said
the
that in the
Rams.
past seasons, I
garbage.
would not to cut you. I'm sorry to cut
I
like my bad
you're
cutting you off
good.
and
Now
shit.
you're good. You're good. You're good, gang. Gotta talk.
Like past seasons, you feel me? I feel that. But I don't know, like I feel like the past two seasons he had with the Lions, you feel me? He showed and proved that he's been consistent all the way up until this point. You know what I'm saying? All the way up until this point, Four TOs is crazy. You feel me? But even it's
Those
still,
four TOs came in one game though.
Yeah, and
yeah,
the
yeah,
thing
That is true.
that's true.
is everybody
And
in
and
here
a nigga
said,
like him,
they got.
my bad. I was trying to get my take off because Rich cut me off. My bad, Jaden. But like you said, up until this point and up until them certain points, just goes to show why the Rams got rid of him. I understand he made it to the
Mm,
Super Bowl. He's a
mm.
vet, but it just goes to show. But go ahead, Jaden.
Yeah,
No,
that's a
them four picks in a crucial situation is bad. Nah, I think from the moment the Commanders took the lead, it was all said and done. Them injuries is big in my opinion, and I had a feeling that this team was going to be one of them teams that pulled off the upset. I had the Lions. Unfortunately, I was sick, but I called it because right now this season is a Cinderella story for them boys, and they
it
hot.
is.
And Jayden Daniels is playing lights out. When you look at that game and look back at all the huge plays, the tension, the build up to this game, I mean, they scored a 60-yard screenplay. The Commanders they're doing the same thing the Lions was doing on offense. It was an exciting game to watch, and they came and punched their ass in the mouth, and they was not ready for that shit. Yes, the injuries do matter because 16 niggas on IR, it's IR. Not questionable, waiting to see if they finna get on the field, injured reserve, not playing. So will we know? No, we won't. But they got punched. They got punched and they showed Jaden Daniels is arguing for that top 10, top 5 spot in the league.
Nah, he
Top five is
definitely
crazy.
is. No
Was
cap,
this
and
Nah,
we
game
gonna
played
get
in the
in.
dome?
We
hey,
gonna get into that with my next subject. But before that, I gotta mention NFC North. That's Green Bay Lions, Vikings, and Bears. They had one hell of a season, that division. But all three of those teams, they went 0-3 in the playoffs. That's just insane to me. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this Jaden Daniels. With Jaden Daniels' success, what would you rank him
and
This
out of the
In
season,
the
six,
and you
quarterbacks?
say rank
this
him when you
season,
say
six.
rank
this season,
this
this
in the
season, or
NFL? In the NFL?
this season,
Yeah, the
or NFL
quarterbacks. Out of all
period.
the quarterbacks, where would you rank him? Top 10, top
This
5?
I'm gonna let
this
y'all
season,
boys. I'm gonna
Top,
let y'all boys
This
answer first,
season,
man.
I give
this
him top
season, I would
10,
have to go top 10 this
argue
season.
5. Top 10,
right after
Top
you can
Hurt,
10.
argue. You can
So
right
you
argue
after
like?
Hurt.
5.
Wait, but what do you like him at? What number you like him at?
I like
I'm a
him at 5.
I'm with you,
I
Jaden.
like him as I
I
like him
I
at
like him
7.
at. I ain't gonna
I like
cap.
him at 6 or
What that
7.
boy just did, I like him at 5, bro. I said I
I
like
put
John
him at
Madden. I like him at
I
Because
put
this
five,
him
same
bro.
at
time last year,
7.
y'all would have took off the season he had. Y'all would have took C.J. Stroud.
I
I,
Same
probably
time
would
last
I
year, y'all would have said
this
C.J.
year I would
Stroud was
probably
top
put him
5 in
at
the league.
like 7.
I got him at 7 right after Hurt.
Fuck no.
Bro,
Hurts is
bro,
not
yo,
top
bro,
10.
but you have to realize Hurts has Saquon on his team though, bro. Like I
That's
understand
more
what
of
you're
a
saying.
reason on why he
No,
needs to be.
no,
He
I
should be
get
more
that. I get
successful.
that,
Look at
but
Lamar
you can't.
Jackson. Lamar Jackson
Um,
got Derrick Henry, the second
who
best
do you
running back
think?
in the
Who do you
league.
think? Ayo, honestly, who do you think
That's
had the?
not a
Who do you think?
no.
Who do you think had the
I'm
higher
not going with
QBR
that
this
one, bro.
season? Who do you think
Huh?
had the?
Jaden
Who do
Daniels.
you think had that? No.
Jaden Daniels had a
Well,
higher
no,
Jaden
passer.
QBR.
Daniels
No, well,
did.
no, he
Jaden
had
Dan-
that. No, no, he did have that higher QBR. But who had a higher passer rating? Go ahead and say
Jaden
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 Daniels.
Jaden
Daniels.
Daniels had the
he has
top.
a better. He has the better season. If we're talking
He
numbers,
had
Well,
the
if we're
look up
top
talking,
your numbers.
QBR this year. He
yeah.
had the top QBR this year. Number one,
Passing
Jaden
isn't
Daniels.
passing. I know, but isn't passing rating different than QBR?
No, that is
Yes.
the
No,
same thing. You're
Oh,
literally
my
quarterback
bad.
talking
rating,
about
Then
that.
buddy.
my bad. I might have my
No,
numbers mixed up.
no, it's
But
not. No,
you
it's
got
not.
that
It's
then.
not the same. It's not the
Oh, but
Okay.
same.
That's not the
I
same.
thought Jalen Hurts was at
Wait,
103
he
this
said
year.
passing rating
One of
and
them goes to
QBR.
No,
100.
no,
One of
I
them
thought.
goes to 100. Passer rating goes to 158, or
All right,
yeah, something like
see,
that.
that's what I thought. See, that's what I thought,
One
Corey. One of
goes
them.
to
All
like
right,
the
that's
perfect
what I
game is
thought.
like 154
One,
point something, but
that's what I
there's another
thought.
scale that goes to just
All right,
100.
all right, that's what I thought. See, that's what I thought. See, then y'all are right then. I'm on that scale that he's talking about. Because Jalen Hurts was higher on the scale he was talking
But
about.
we're talking about this
All right.
season.
All right,
So
3,500 yards,
as far as a passing
25
quarterback,
touchdowns, eight turnovers, 3,500 yards, 25 touchdowns, eight
I
turnovers
don't know.
compared to 1,800 yards, 18 touchdowns, and 8 turnovers. He is
Well,
not better than him right
you're
now.
talking about a nigga that also missed like 3 games, and his receivers missed a total about 5 games too.
So I'm a
The Commanders have one receiver. You guys have had one receiver at least in every single game this year.
They
that's
have
a
one.
good
That's a
point.
fact.
We have one receiver. De'Ami Brown didn't just go crazy against the Bucks.
He just
He
went crazy.
he
He's been something the back end of this season. He hasn't been that man. It's
Damn.
been Olamide Zacchaeus,
Zach
Zach
Ertz is a
Ertz.
Zach. So Zach Ertz, the run
And
game
y'all
that they
got and
have.
y'all got Gobert. Y'all got the
Well,
tight end.
yeah,
First
don't.
of all, I don't know why we're talking about the
Hey,
Eagles.
yo,
Nah, right.
nah.
But
Zach
We're
yeah,
Ertz
let's
is
talking
not get
ball.
off
about
topic.
Jalen
I'm just
Hurts. We're
saying,
talking about Jalen
because
Hurts and
he
I
Jayden
said
agree
you
with you
like
right
Daniels.
there,
I thought
Jaden.
that's what we
at
were
numbers.
talking about.
You like
Talking
Hurts
about
Jaden, that
over
Jalen
him.
statement.
Hurts
I
and
don't
Jayden Daniels.
Not
Jaden,
this
that
year. I
statement
didn't say
right there,
that.
I
You
agree.
said
Jaden,
that.
that last statement that you just claimed about having a wide receiver at least every game, I agree
He
with
had
you right
one
there,
receiver
Jaden.
every game, and
I
that's what
agree
the
with you right
Commanders
there,
got. The
Jaden.
Commanders have Terry McLaurin. Them other dudes are good weapons, yes, but they're not like whatever anything
Well,
Yeah,
Eagles had. So
They don't have a 2,000 yard running back either.
they don't. But the build, the
So
prototype,
and then
Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts are the same type of dude. They should have the
why
same
would they
type of
have?
success, and Jaden Daniels had more success than Jalen
no, but
Hurts.
they're asking
That's not
Jalen Hurts
true.
that they're
We
asking
run the
Jalen Hurts to
ball
do
way
something
more than
totally
okay.
them.
different.
To
We
to
run the ball way more
They're
than
asking
them. So why
Jalen
do you
Hurts
need to
to
do
do
okay.
But
something
we're
So
just
totally
talking
different.
about the quarterback position. That's all we're talking about. And as far
Yeah,
as
but we
who
don't.
played better,
But we don't
but
the
have
I'm
to
a
stats
pass.
I'm a
show.
I'm a take
You're a stats man, Cuzzo. The stats show.
hold
The,
on. Listen,
But we
if
don't
y'all
have to
want to do
pass.
that
We
and try to
run the
make it
ball
seem as
65.
if
We run the
Saquon
ball
made him take a
67%
step back,
of the time.
Lamar Jackson is the MVP
took no
or
step back.
about to be an MVP between him and Josh Allen. He has Derrick Henry. Josh Allen has he got
good
cooked.
point.
You
Derrick
know what
Right.
I'm
Henry
He
just
has
saying?
a
Derrick
So
Henry
that
he's coming off
Okay.
1,900 yards.
you know
That's
what I'm saying?
that's almost
And
2K.
we have the number one defense that's holding defenses down to less
Hold
than
up, fuck
12
that.
points, 13 points a game. So
What
we
did
don't
Derrick
need to
Henry
throw the
do?
ball if we're winning.
Let's get back on
If
subject.
we're winning,
Okay.
we don't
To
need to
the
throw the ball.
Quarterback play.
to debunk all that, since y'all talking about Jalen Hurts with Saquon this year, how about you put Jalen Hurts best year against Jayden Daniels year this year, and that should showed you what this man has done and if he's better or not. I feel like, you
But
feel
we're
me?
throwing but you have to factor in the type of offense niggas are running. We have never been a passing team. We're always a run heavy team.
But
Before
okay,
Saquon,
If
what
we're
is
throwing the ball 40 times, 30 times a game like Jayden Daniels, our stats would look completely different. We're throwing the ball 20 times, 22 times compared to throwing another 30, 35 times a game.
oh, that's
That
cool. This ain't
this
this
is
ain't a
when y'all had
Jaden
the same
Daniels versus
this
Hurts debate.
listen, this is when you had the same type of team. No Saquon, probably what? Who you had? Miles Sanders,
That
Kenneth
Miles
Gainwell.
What are
Sanders,
we talking
yeah,
about?
yup.
We're talking about pass attempt.
Jalen Hurts had a 3,800 yard season, 23 touchdowns, 15 interceptions.
Right, but we still have a running team. How many yards does Miles Sanders have that year compared to how many rushing yards both of Washington running backs have combined?
Miles
I'm pretty
Sanders was
sure
never a factor on your team.
He was a
he had like 1,300 rushing yards, Jayden.
What are
Any
you
running
he
back
was a
talking
can
good
be
about?
running back.
decent.
He was a good
He's a
running
Yeah,
back.
decent running back.
but
he
He
was
was
y'all
a
good
good
enough
running
to go
back.
get that bag. He was good enough to go get
He
that
was
bag, Jaden.
he was better. He
He
was
left
better
and
than
went to
both of the
Carolina
running
and
backs
became
they
a
have.
backup
Yes, but he was better than both of the running backs that they have in
because
Washington
of your
combined.
offensive line. He's
I
not
don't
better
know,
But
than
he
man.
was.
Y'all
He's
have
not
the
better
y'all
than
had the
Brian
best
But the thing,
Robinson.
offensive line.
we've
Y'all have
never.
one of the best
Right,
offensive
right,
lines
right,
now.
right. But the
And
thing is, what we're saying, what I'm trying, my point. This is all I'm saying. My point is, we run the ball way more than any other team in the league. Most likely, they pass way more than us. Jayden Daniels is probably throwing 30 times a game. Hurts is probably throwing 20 times a game. That is a big
but
difference.
the start of the
That's fair.
season,
No,
y'all
that's
were
fair.
throwing the
That's fair.
wait, timeout. The
That's
start
fair.
of the season, y'all were throwing the ball a lot. When y'all played the
The first
Saints,
2 games, the first two,
y'all,
three, the
y'all
first
start,
two, 3 games.
but y'all
It's
realized that
out
y'all
of
were more effective
18.
Yeah,
running the ball.
y'all
But
can't
We
y'all
have Saquon
but that
Barkley,
just
yes.
proves what I'm saying, that Because Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, he has
Our
the
wide
number two
receivers.
back.
That's a great point right there that Rich bring up. Lamar and Derrick Henry. It's damn near the same
It's the
dynamic.
same thing.
And Lamar
These are
is doing numbers.
these are.
Jaden
We're not
Daniels has
comparing Lamar. We're
performed with a
talking
lesser
about
team,
Jayden Daniels, though.
and he's
But
performed with a
But
lesser
you're talking
team.
about the MVP. We're talking about Jayden Daniels.
Okay.
We're not comparing Lamar.
I'm not
He's
comparing.
doing
I'm just using that
spectacular.
as an
You
example.
yeah, because you bringing up the scenario of Jalen Hurts has Saquon, he throws it less, this and that.
Right.
Well,
So I'm using that as an
Lamar got
example.
Derrick Henry.
Lamar still throws the ball more because this goes back to what I said about defense. Our defense is holding niggas to less than 13 points a game. The Ravens are giving up points. They have to throw the ball. They have to run the ball. We don't. But once we get a lead, we don't have to throw no more. Niggas aren't
Hold on.
scoring on
I
us.
just think
Hold
the
on.
plays that I've seen
Because
him throw
because
weren't really that impressive.
if
I mean,
anything,
AJ Brown
the,
going 1 for 6.
Hold on, we both talking. Come on now.
My
hold
bad.
on. If anything, Baltimore running the ball, that's chewing clock. Number two running back, they could chew clock and not let the offense back on the field. They're just able to do both. They have an explosive running back and they have an explosive quarterback.
And we're able to do
And
both as
I'm just
well.
saying, Jalen Hurts is not the same Jalen Hurts that we've seen 2 years previous.
He took a
That's
step
That's
all I'm
true.
Okay.
back.
saying.
Okay,
This
I can agree
season,
to that. I can agree to that, but it also plays a factor in Jalen Hurts has a new offensive coordinator every single year, while Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, they have the same system every. But Hurts is learning a new
I can
system.
agree. I
Can
can
I
agree
speak?
with
I've been
that.
quiet this whole
I,
time. I've
I'm
been
not.
quiet
I'm
this whole
not.
time.
I'm not mad at that. Makes sense.
He has a
I'll take
new
that into
coordinator
court. That makes
every
sense.
single year. Every year, Jalen Hurts is getting niggas jobs, head coaching jobs at that.
Let me
The
speak
one
real quick,
time
bro.
I got one more thing, Cheese, and I got you. The one time that Jalen Hurts had a same offensive coordinator, that second year was the year that he threw for what 3,800 and went to the Super Bowl and threw for 300 yards in the Super Bowl. That's the only year he has the same coordinator for more than 1 year, and he's still leading his team to 10, 11 plus wins every year. He's still in MVP talks damn near every year. Not this year, not as much, but the 2 years prior. So I mean, like I said, I'm not saying that he's this baller like that, but I'm not putting Jaden Daniels over him yet. I'm sorry. Now go
And
ahead,
that's
Chiefs.
Hey, but yo, as far as the Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts conversation, like you just said, Jaden Daniels doesn't have enough on his resume for me to put him above Jalen Hurts. 'Cause what if
It's
next?
one
What?
year.
No,
Well,
no,
that's
no.
why
All
I
jokes
said
aside, though, no, no,
I'll let
he
you
can make
finish.
it. No, but he can make it to the Super Bowl, lose, bang. He makes it there his rookie year, okay. Then next year gets a first round exit. Then what the fuck are we talking about?
But Jalen Hurts had a first round exit. But
No
not to
exit.
get
No,
into that.
no, no,
Not to
no,
get.
You're
no, no,
talking about wait,
no,
just about
no.
Jalen Hurts.
Hold
My
on.
bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Look, all I'm saying is that's why I specifically said
You just explained it
this.
even more for
Hold
me,
on,
Ray.
Cheese. Hold on, Cheese.
let them
That's
talk.
why I'm specifically saying this season, this year is I'm putting him top five from what he's shown. If we talking all time quarterbacks, like currently, we're saying all time, I wouldn't have put him top five.
Not at all. But we
You
talking
feel me?
about
I'm
this
talking.
year.
But
We
I'm
talking
just
about
talking
this
strictly
season.
this
Okay,
year.
so would you put
Y'all
him
let me
over Justin
talk.
Herbert this year?
Yeah, y'all gonna let me
Yes.
talk. Y'all let me finish my take.
He won
Go
Cause
ahead,
10
damn,
Cheese.
I've
games
been,
in
I've
the
Take
been,
the floor,
playoffs.
Cheese.
I've
Take
been,
the floor.
yeah, facts. I've been saying that quiet, but like, there's not enough on his resume for me to put him above Jalen Hurts. But if we're talking about the season, okay, he looks better as a natural QB. I ain't gonna lie, it looks like Jaden Daniels has intangibles, Corey, and I'm an Eagles fan, man, and I'm not gonna sit here and cap.
What you
I
doing
love
to me for?
no, no, cause
I
yo,
never
I'm
said
not
he
gonna
was
okay.
bad.
No, I know, no, you didn't say he was bad, but we're not gonna sit here and act like he doesn't know when to tuck around the ball. He doesn't know when to not do too much on play. He doesn't know when to
Yeah,
he doesn't know when
he's
to
a
drop
great.
back. He doesn't
He's a
know that.
great quarterback this year.
But you want to know what Jalen Hurts doesn't go down ever, ever.
All right.
We got,
Nigga was
All
we
right.
getting
got a
popped.
rookie doing this. Though. I'm
They
just
was
saying
whacking
though.
his stupid
I'm
ass.
just saying though. I'm just saying though. I'm just saying though. And those little things really make me fucking think about it. And I'm a fucking Eagles
That's a good
fan.
He
point.
was
I'm
getting
just,
those slow as hell.
All right.
Talk about he don't
I'm
go
just being
down.
honest.
All right, so my take on this, I'm gonna take Jayden Daniels top 5, and I'm gonna take him
Of
at that
course.
5 spot. I'm gonna put Pat Mahomes. I'm putting Lamar. I'm putting Josh Allen. I'm putting Joe Burrow over him. But what I've seen from all these other quarterbacks is just not what I've seen from Jayden Daniels this year.
You
Um,
mean Jalen Hurts?
huh, I'm
You
Jalen
said
Hurts.
Jaden Daniels.
I'm
No.
saying
He
like,
said everybody in general. You saying everybody in general? I heard you, Tone. I was listening
Oh,
to
yeah,
okay,
you.
yeah,
my
yeah.
fault. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad.
Um,
Nah,
Jayden
Rich know what
Daniels
he was
30
doing.
3,500 yards, 891 rushing yards, 4,400 total yards, 31 total touchdowns, and then
Hey,
the
didn't he
point
beat
the point
RG
I wanted
three's rushing record?
the
He
point I
did.
want he beat who?
RG3's rookie rushing record
He
this
beat
year.
he beat hella
Man, he's
records this
doing
year.
man. He's
This
making
but
history,
this
dog.
this is
No
what
cap.
this is why I'm gonna take Jayden Daniels top 5. It's because his poise. It's because of his fourth quarter and overtime clutchness. Like in the fourth quarter, he has 12 touchdowns, 72% completion, 115 passer rating. The Commanders are 20 and they're 20 and 23 on fourth down, which is the highest conversion rate in NFL history. We talking about the history. Like what he did this year was unbelievable. It was magical. And I would have taken Jared Goff at 5, but what I just seen from that boy, I can't do it, bro. What I would have took Justin Herbert over him. What I seen from that boy, I can't do it. So I get
Four
y'all. I
turnovers.
get.
Four
And Jalen
turnovers.
Hurts, no offense, great quarterback, had the best Super Bowl performance I've ever seen, but I haven't seen him look the same since that Super Bowl. So I'd rather take Jayden Daniels from here on out at 5, and I'm gonna stand on that.
Yeah, I think a key word you said there, Tone, was poise.
I
Poise. That
agree.
boy,
I agree.
he in there
I
just
agree.
relaxed, like he's just no
Like he
He's
a
fault,
been
vet.
no
there.
worry,
He's been
I will
there
give
slinging
him
that
his.
for
hoe,
12 years.
slinging that
I,
hoe like it's
I will give
nothing.
him.
It's
I will give
nothing.
him more respect when I see him do it against an elite defense. That's when
He
I'll
did
give
it.
him his
He
respect.
did it against y'all
He's
though.
there.
He put up.
Bro,
He
he's
put up 300.
there.
He had
He
five
put up
turnovers.
300
Yo.
yards.
He had
And
5 turnovers
Oh,
that
He
game. Wait,
he
man.
listen. He
had
had five
he,
turnovers that
he
game.
had
They,
Wait,
two
wait, wait.
turnovers that game.
Okay, sorry. The
He
whole
had
team
five
had
they,
five
five
turnovers.
touchdowns.
Right, and we had Kenny Pickett going 3 and out.
this
I mean,
nigga.
you get 20 chances to score, you're gonna score eventually.
Hey,
So
yo, fuck that.
y'all was
Fuck
up
that.
like
Y'all got
14
it. Y'all
points.
got the
Yo,
number one
fuck
He
defense in
hey
the league.
look.
yeah,
Number one
Jaden.
I get
defense
what
in
you
Right,
the
saying.
yeah.
I
league.
And
get
what
what you
happened
right,
the
saying.
first
Jaden.
game?
Right,
I
What
get
Jaden.
what
happened the first
We
game?
haven't.
When we were
Yo,
when we
nah,
were
Corey.
able to score
Corey,
points
chill
off his
out.
turnovers. What
Competition is
happened the
Fuck.
first
competition.
game? What
I
happened
get
the first game when he was
You
able
know, you know,
to
this
play
gonna be
against
a little
somebody that can
biased when
score?
it's NFC East
No,
yeah.
NFC
I'm
With the
not.
East.
first
Yeah.
game, what did we do
You
the
feel
first
me?
game?
Like
Y'all
this is
won.
these are
Not.
Hey,
rivals,
look,
so
look, in
they
the
Yeah,
gonna
first
what
they
did
game,
he
ain't gonna
do?
keep
it
it.
was
I don't think
close.
y'all
What
gonna
did he
keep it all the way
do?
a buck.
It wasn't that close, Tone.
It was close until the fourth quarter when y'all scored back-to-back touchdowns and then y'all ran away with it.
Corey.
And they only
Corey.
scored like 10 points total.
Corey. We
Okay.
have an
But
elite defense. We should
anyway,
have won
but
with
look, look,
Kenny
look, look,
Pickett.
look. He drove down in the fourth quarter with
Listen,
a minute and 20 seconds left and scored with 5 seconds left. Made threw a thought and fucked your defense up. Threw 300
So here's the
yards. You could
question.
say this and that, but he did it against your defense.
Here's my question.
hey, the defense. Okay, we'll see it Sunday.
Here's my
That's
question.
all. That's all my
You,
take is.
hey
Does
Corey,
anybody
you
want to
set
bet
it
on
up
it?
for me. You set it up for me. Here's
Does
my question.
anybody? Go ahead,
Here's my question. I know who Cheese and Wood got. You feel me? Who do y'all like for Sunday's game?
The
nigga.
We go,
Eagles. And it
Nigga.
yeah,
has nothing.
we gonna
No,
get into
I'm gonna
that
go
later,
first.
man.
No,
We
We
wait,
gonna get
gonna
no.
get
into
into
that
that
later.
Go
Hold
later.
ahead.
We
on.
gonna get into
Go
that
ahead.
later.
We gonna
Go
get
Let's
into
ahead.
that
all right.
later.
Let's
Wait, can I
finish
say
up.
one more thing, Tone? Can I say one more thing
Go ahead.
about what we just talking about, though, Tone? But
Go
like,
ahead.
I'm not gonna lie though, Tone. You got. I said Tone. Corey, you got to keep it 100, bro. We have an elite defense. We should have won with Kenny Pickett. The way that you be talking about our defense, we should have won with Kenny Pickett. I'm sorry to tell you, I'm
Okay,
an
so
Eagles
you
fan,
want
but
to,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
you want
keep
to
it
say
above.
that, right? So
I gotta
wait,
keep it
okay,
above.
so you're telling me the 3rd and 5 or 4th and 5 we went for it from our 40-yard line and our wide open receiver dropped the ball. If he catches that, we win the game.
Possibly.
It was under. It was under. It was under 2 minutes. He catch the ball, we win the game.
It didn't
If he doesn't,
happen.
if he, it didn't
It didn't
happen,
happen,
right?
but it didn't happen.
That's
But there's
fine.
plenty of other
That's
time.
fine.
There's plenty of other times
Kenny
where Kenny
Pickett.
Pickett could have.
It was
There's plenty
plenty of.
of times where
Look, we had 5 turnovers, and Kenny Pickett, what? He put up 0 points. He's going 3-and-out. Defense right back on the field again. You can the nigga Jayden Daniels is a great quarterback. You can only give him so many chances. We had 5 turnovers that we didn't capitalize on. So I feel like confident with Hurts playing, we could get some turnovers like we had both games against them. We will be able to capitalize this game.
All right.
That's just how
My
I see it.
my last question for this division round, Commanders and Lions. Was this the last year that the Lions would be elite? Because we do know that they just lost Ben Johnson, their offensive coordinator. They just lost their defensive coordinator. Came to the Jets, by the way. So yeah, they still got the players, but now they don't got the brains behind the defense and the offense. Can they do
They
what they did this year?
they don't even have the players. They got like 20 dudes who finna be in free agency, even starters. Marcus Davenport, Clinton Davis, the corner, all them dudes that was playing.
Yeah,
It's gonna be in free agency. So that year was this year. They
that this.
definitely hurting.
So you think this was their window to go win this Super Bowl?
They got. I think they have a first, second round, no third. They have a fourth, no fifth, and a seventh. They have 5 picks.
Okay.
It's not looking good. It's not looking good. They cap issue. Hopefully, with signing everybody back, might fill some spots, but nah. Defense, they're hurting.
Okay.
Who do
Word.
you see them going to get for their OC?
Whoever's on the
To
market.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know that many offensive coordinators right now on the free
Kelly, Chip
on the
Kelly's the
market.
only other. Chip Kelly is probably the only person I could think of.
Nick
No cap.
Saban.
I know I
What it?
Nick Saban. Well,
I
Chip Kelly, Nick Saban is probably the only.
Nick Saban not coming to the
No, no,
NFL.
no, no,
I'm
no.
just
I don't think
talking.
he's
I'm
no.
talking shit.
Yeah, no. Chip Kelly though is probably the only person I could really think of that Detroit can go get. For
I
real.
don't know who.
I
I
really
don't know
think.
who's gonna step up in these coordinator positions, but
Oh
hopefully
man.
they come in and do good things for the Lions because
They're
Detroit
done.
has been in shambles for a long time, and it was refreshing seeing Detroit, on top. But we'll see how they do next year.
let me see. Let me say a little something real quick.
What's up,
I
man?
feel like I feel like with Dan Campbell, with the the personnel that they do have, I feel like they can find some coaches who can come in and make something happen. My real question is, will Minnesota have the same season they had this year? Will Chicago be able to have a will they be able to make up for the season that they had this year cuz it was a shit show? So I feel like in their division, they still have a chance to be playoff contenders. Yeah, they don't have the offensive coordinator, the defensive coordinator. They have some people in free agency. Will they pay them or not? It's a lot of things that we got to see. But I won't just count the Lions out all the way. You know what
For
I'm
sure.
saying?
Only
It,
thing
One,
about that, Rich, is that the other teams you got in that conference are very young and up and coming. And the Lions, in some areas, are old and losing mad players. There's no rebuild for the Packers, for the Vikings, for the Bears. Maybe the Bears need some offensive line for sure, but for the most part, they're young. Uh, it might get spunky for them. It might get very
I,
spunky for
it
them.
could
I,
get funky, but it's all up. It's really. I forgot to
Dan
mention
Campbell got to
Green.
play
I
chess in the
forgot to
off.
mention
Got to
Green
play
Bay.
chess this off season.
what I was gonna say, I would the Dan Campbell situation. I don't know about a lot of people, but I think that Dan Campbell, I think that he might be a fraud of a coach. I don't know if he can get the job done. Like, don't get me wrong. Yeah, he'll get you ready to play, get you ready to run through a wall, fight for that nigga, die for. I ain't dying for him, but you know how some people be. And niggas be
Yeah,
ready
yeah,
to
yeah.
go to war for that nigga. But if you look at it, man, that's 2 years in a row that they had chances to win 2 games where they should have won, and he's choked it away. Being too aggressive last year against San Francisco cost them, and then this year they had a 14-point lead and they somehow lose the game. Yeah, I know it's on the players and the coaching, OCDCs and stuff like that as well. But where does it come to a factor? It's also a head coaching thing. You got one of your star players, Amon Ra, talking shit about the Saints all season long about how they suck, and how good the Lions are. And now look at them. You know what I'm saying? That's a
Sick.
coaching thing. That's a head coaching thing, man. It starts with the coaching.
I
But
remember
we
every
all
receiver
we all
drafted
know
before
Dan
me.
Campbell is a player coach. Everything we love about Dan Campbell is also a curse at the same time when it comes down to his coaching. And when you live by it, you die by it. When you live by being aggressive, you die by being aggressive. It's a win-lose situation. Hopefully they can, get it together, find those pieces that they need. I don't know. I just feel like as far as the division goes, I feel like they can still be playoff contenders. Um,
Nah, for
I
sure.
know, I
I
know
was
the
For
just
Bears
asking
sure.
are
if
young,
they were gonna be elite still.
elite.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I don't think.
They're
I
far
don't
Yeah.
think.
from it.
I would say they're
Answering
not.
that, I don't think they will be the same Lions team we've seen in the last 2
They're
years. So
taking major
elite,
hits
yeah,
in
they're
free
gonna take they're gonna
agency.
take a step back for
No
sure.
draft, no draft capital. Definitely a big step back.
Step
Word.
back, step back.
So that was one hell of a game. Shout out to Jayden Daniels for the magical season he's putting on. Hopefully we can see a little bit more in this next round. And shout out to the Lions. They were a bit injured, a bit hobbled, and they just couldn't get it done this game. Um, but my last thing is shout out to that boy J Mo. That celebration was absolutely hilarious. I know his ass is getting fined for that. But
And he
that's
full.
what that's
How
that's what
much?
made this game. That's what
How much?
made this game exciting. Like all these players and
How
their
much?
their character. How much he getting fined? Probably getting hit with a
a hundred K,
25K.
Yeah.
100K is
25.
crazy. I say
Nah,
25,
nah.
but
He humped the
I
ground,
think like
Tone.
nah,
He was
nah.
humping the ground.
Tone,
Maybe 50.
tone,
He
he
tone.
might get
I
said
hit with that
tone.
hundred.
50.
He might get hit with that
Yeah, like
$100.
Nah, he might get
I
hit with
got a
like a
question. I got a
75,
question for
bro.
y'all after cheese.
He might get hit with a 75, bro.
Definitely
He's getting
got
hit with a
a
75
75.
for sure. They're not gonna hit
Yeah.
that 100K mark, but then they don't want to give him 50K because then the NFL is gonna seem like they saw. They're gonna give him 75. They'll give him
Word.
75.
How do y'all?
So go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead, Tone.
I was just gonna move on to this next game.
Nah, Rich got something to say.
Yeah,
Oh
I was
yeah,
gonna say.
I was just basically gonna ask y'all how far do you guys think he took it too far, or do you feel like that brings more fun to the game, more
He
viewership
he
to
did
the
that.
game?
He did that on his run.
Yeah,
Huh?
after his run.
Yeah, after his
He
run. Yeah,
he
after that
he
was
he,
after the
he,
reverse play.
he was humping them. You know what he did.
he dicked him down.
He he did them down real quick. I ain't
He
gonna
ain't taking
lie.
too
No
He
far.
cap.
dicked him.
The world's
He
too
dicked him.
soft now,
He be
bro.
sliding. J-Mo
What
be
what you
He
think?
sliding.
You think
dicked
he
him.
took it too far, or you think
Nah, the
Hell
world,
nah.
nah, the world's too
He should
soft
have put
now.
he should have pulled his
Rich, the
pants
world,
down and did it.
Rich, nah, you, nah,
He say he should have put his pants
nah,
down and did it.
real
He
funny.
wanted
Yeah,
to
nah,
see it
real
on
shit though.
TV.
Nah,
He
real
got
shit
a
though.
he got draws on under. That's how you think.
He got a girdle. Nah, he got a girdle on under, bro, not draws. But nah,
They
the
probably don't
NFL,
wear they don't wear girdles in the NFL.
why wouldn't you?
I,
They wear
honestly,
thigh pads,
personally, me, I don't
Cheese
think
come
he
out
was.
with that big ass hip pad girdle on.
I think
nigga.
See,
They
I
wear
oh,
thigh.
they been hanging out on the side.
No, what do you mean? Nigga, you're wilding out, bro. I ain't never wore one of those in my life, bro. I don't have the girdle. I don't have the girdle you put on
you
like
got the
underwear.
belt
Nah,
strap tight.
this shit that button to the pants.
Nah,
Hey,
y'all
got this
tweaking. I don't.
shit right
Hey
on the
yo,
side. That
hey
shit
yo,
ain't double.
y'all, hey yo, y'all see me on the court. I don't have the girdle that you put on like underwear, but don't try to play me. Even during
Nah, that's
basketball,
crazy.
nah,
Yo,
don't try to play me. Even during basketball, I had on that girdle like underwear, nigga. Niggas be
He wore a
wearing
cup.
thigh pads, no knee pads, bro. Fuck it. Nigga, I done never wore a cup. Nigga, fuck, I need a cup for. Niggas ain't hit me in my
I'm
nuts,
just
nigga.
asking. You wear a girdle,
Where
nigga.
the
All right.
cup come
So
I'm a,
from?
nah,
I'm a
but
real nigga.
damn.
Nah.
Oh
Hold
yeah, I
up,
remember
Rick.
what I was gonna say.
No,
Go
no,
ahead
no.
though.
Yeah. Hey,
now
no,
we
no,
gonna
no.
go
Fuck
ahead and
that,
move
Rick.
on to
So,
this next
but
game.
he ain't
We
take
got
it too far.
Yeah, he ain't take it far. Shout out
No,
J-Mo. Shout out to the Lions.
facts.
And
He ain't go
most
far
importantly,
enough.
shout out Jayden Daniels and them Commanders, man. They move on. We're
Right,
going to move on to
right.
this next game. The Eagles defeat the Rams. This game, I thought the Eagles finna run off, and then the Rams came back, turned it around, and they made some magic happen. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it done. But um, my question to y'all is: did the Eagles underperform or did the Rams overachieve?
Rams
Nah, the
And
Eagles.
overachieve.
Nah,
Rams
nah.
overachieve.
I think
It's a
I
Eagles.
snow. It's a
disagree.
snow game. It's a
I'm
snow
gonna
I
Actually,
let
no,
these
game.
no.
disagree.
players
I
talk
think
because
And
y'all
hold
already
on,
know
hold on.
where I'm
Let me
going with
let me
shit.
so.
I
let
I
me
would
give you
say
disagree.
I
my
would
take.
think the Rams overperformed, considering they're a team that plays in LA. They don't play in that type of weather at all. They had to travel and come play in one of the hardest places to play in the snow like that, and to put up 300 passing yards on a number one defense like that in the snow like that. I think the Rams overplayed. I also think the Eagles beat themselves. Eagles had 4 possessions inside the 5-10 yard line where they only walked away with 6 points. You know what I'm saying? We had drop passes wide open, not wide open, but drop passes that hit his hands in the end zone. We had a big play that got us down to the 1 yard line, and we had a flag that backed us up. So I think both teams. I think that the Rams overperformed, and I think the Eagles also underperformed.
Eagles
respect.
underperformed.
Why
Hey
you say
yo,
that, Cheese?
Corey, you're forgetting where Matthew Stafford first played at. Detroit. It's cold over there, nigga.
Yeah, but they have
They're
a
in the
dome.
dome.
No. I know they're no. They're in a dome, but the teams that they're playing are playing in the cold. No, am I right or
Yeah, you
wrong
right.
though?
No, you right. You right.
No,
You
am I
right.
right though? No,
He's used to the
exactly.
cold. He's used
No,
to cold.
exactly. He's already
He's
playing
a
in the cold.
veteran.
They're like exactly.
Yeah,
But
but
let's
how
talk.
many years he's been in LA
No,
though?
let's talk.
What about
No,
the rest
two,
of the team? It's the
two or
rest of the
three,
team as
two or
well.
three, two or three, two or three. Like that's
It's the
nothing.
rest of
We're
the it's
talking
the
about
it's the
Corey,
rest of the team as
324
well.
passing yards, Corey.
Well, Matthew Stafford's an elite
324
quarterback.
passing yards, Corey. I know, but I get that. But in the heavy snow, in the heavy snow.
I
Let's
said
not
they
forget.
overplayed.
No, they did not. And let's not forget about the running backs that they got, bro. They did not
What? The
overplay,
running backs
bro.
were selling. Hold on.
No,
Kyron,
I'm
no,
gonna
they
let
were
him
Kyron,
finish
no.
because
Wait, wait,
Stop.
wait,
Let
wait,
me
wait, wait.
finish. Let me
Kyron put
finish.
them
I
better
understand that they
defense.
were
Go ahead,
selling,
finish.
bro.
Let him land his plane.
I understand that they were selling, bro. But let's understand that the offense they got.
Hurry
They
that
could have
up.
sat there. They could have sat there and ran the ball. They could have sat there and ran the ball in the snow. But guess what? Matthew
Can't do that
Stafford
when
took
you're
them.
losing.
No, nigga, why not? They could have just laid down in the fucking snow. No, real shit. They could have laid down in the snow. They were getting cooked already. At the beginning of the game, they weren't getting cooked. Am I lying?
So they had to pass.
No, it's not. They didn't have to, bro. They could have laid down. Like most teams would have. I'm sorry to tell you, bro.
I'm
Most
not
teams
gonna
would have
lie,
laid down.
No,
G. I'm not gonna
Most
I'm
lie.
teams,
confused
I'm
by this.
not gonna
I'm
most
cap,
confused.
bro.
I'm
most teams
confused
would
Bruh,
by
have
that
laid
the
down
statement.
in the
run game,
snow.
the run game was not working for LA, bro. I don't know
Wait,
if you
wait.
seen it. I don't know if you gonna see if you were watching the game. They
I
literally had
was,
to throw the
bro.
ball because they were
I
stuffing the
agree,
run. They were
bro.
Rich,
I'm
stuffing the
Rich,
saying
run.
Rich,
that.
Rich, 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 Rich. I hear what you saying. Kyron Williams had 106 yards. What are we talking about?
Two
Oh,
fumbles.
5.6
Wait,
averaging
wait,
per
time
Two
carry.
out.
fumbles.
Time out.
One of those runs was 50
The
yards,
first
and
half
he
of the
had two
game,
fumbles.
he had yes, he fumbled he had two fumbles, G.
And one of
That
those
that
runs that you're talking about,
and
that one
those
run,
fumbles were
one
very, very
run was
vital
50
to the
yards.
game. You feel me?
He
One
had
run was
one.
50 yards.
He had
He
one.
had
Bro, you're
No,
not
no, he had
understanding what
two.
I'm
They
saying.
recovered one.
Matthew Stafford had two.
I had two, yeah, but you're not understanding what I'm
Look,
saying, bro. Most teams would
You
have
talking
laid down
about
on them,
Kyron
bro.
Williams?
Rich, most
That's
I'm
what I'm
teams.
talking
saying. He had
about look,
one fumble.
I'm talking
No, he
about the run.
fumbled one too. He had two, but we recovered one. They don't count.
You're not
Hold
getting
Oh,
what I'm
on.
okay.
trying to
He had
say.
106 yards, right? That's cool. But I'm saying though they weren't having a lot of like those runs were happening, but it wasn't a lot of impactful runs. They were forcing them to throw the ball, bro. I feel like as far as coaching goes, they weren't running the ball when they needed to. You know what I'm saying? And then they put them in positions where okay, now we have to throw the ball. Like as far as the play calling was going, you know what I mean? That fumble
Word.
was very vital. You know what I mean? That was crucial. When they fumbled the ball, they had just got the ball off of a turnover, I believe, right?
I think it
Did
was
the
just a
Eagles?
short punt. I think it was a
I,
short punt.
It was a short punt.
I think it was a short punt.
okay, I can't
But
remember.
nah,
Well,
though.
they,
But nah, yo, I get you, Rich. I understand. I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you. But most teams Most teams would have laid down in that position, bro. Let's be on. No, let's really be honest, bro. In
But
the
that
heavy
backs
I'm
up
not
the
snow,
point
believing
that they
down
who's
10,
laying
0-14.
down 14 in a playoff game in the first quarter.
bro.
Who the
No
fuck
one's
is
It was
laying
laying down
time.
down.
from that?
Oh,
Niggas was down
bro, y'all.
28-3 and then lay down.
Oh,
Okay,
but to answer
I
Tone's
Yeah.
ain't hearing that,
question,
Beast. I
to
ain't
answer
hearing
okay.
that.
Tone's question,
What's up, Rich?
I we talked about this prior to the game starting, and we were like, okay, who y'all got? From watching the Eagles play, I know they have a great record on paper. They look amazing. You know what I'm saying? But from watching the game from an eye perspective, I know we got two Eagles fans in here, but this is coming from a non-biased place. Motherfuckers be trying to cap like I'm some Eagles hater. I have no beef with the Eagles. Y'all niggas aren't even in my division. But you know what I'm saying? We're not getting the same Jalen Hurts quarterback. Saquon's been carrying that offense. So going into this game, especially off the game the Rams just had, um, against fuck. Remind me real
Washington.
quick so I could keep going with my statement.
Washington.
Vikings.
The Vikings. After the game that they had with the Vikings coming into this game, I'm like, oh yeah, if the Rams come in playing like they did against the Vikings, this is for sure gonna be a game. I
And
like
they
the
did.
huh?
Yeah,
They
They
came in
came
and
to play.
played. It still wasn't enough.
wasn't
Okay.
enough.
We and the Eagles underperformed. That's why I said they
I don't
overperformed and we
agree, bro.
underperformed and still won the
That
game.
yeah, that's a
That
bit
just
of a
goes, that just goes to show how good of the team the Eagles really are, and if they can play how they should play, they really can't be beat.
that
W
is a bit
W
of
J
a
Cuzzo.
that is a bit of a complex question. I think I agree with you, cuz I think it's like kind of in the middle. I feel like the Rams did overachieve because in this game, uh at one point it was like 4 minutes left. They down 14. They was able to score. And
Down
then
10.
they
Yo,
was able to stop the Eagles and they was able to get a drive to
So
possibly win the game. So I feel like they overachieved. And then I do feel like the Eagles underperformed a bit because they let go and let the Rams damn near come back and win the game.
Yep.
Because
so
we have four
here's
possessions.
my
We have,
question.
wait. We have four possessions, Tone. You know what I'm saying? Four
Yeah,
possessions inside the 10-yard line, first down, first and goal, and we get 6 points total.
yeah,
You
that's
know what I'm
bad.
saying? You put up one touchdown in those 6 points, it looks like a whole different ball game now.
That's a fact.
Will
Um,
Jalen Hurts be
I
able
think
to
our
do
number
enough?
one, my fault. But this
Oh,
last thing I
go
gotta
ahead.
say, Rich, and I got you. Let you have
Go
it
ahead.
after this. This is the last point I want to make. Also, too, Matthew Stafford was throwing that motherfucker, killing us. But the main person killing was the backup corner that came in off the bench as well. That hasn't he's played this season, but he
Damn. Under the sea.
under the sea.
bro,
My
bro,
boy
no
went to
cap
the sea.
though.
But now, all my only question is, will because I've been saying this. We were just talking about Jalen Hurts. I understand Saquon is having the best season of his life right now, but it's gonna come to a point where Jalen Hurts is going to have to be great. He's gonna have
Yeah.
to be great,
Well,
especially in the league that we are in. I understand. And I'm so happy for running backs finally getting the praise that they deserve because one, they haven't been paying running backs. They've been trying to undervalue running backs. This season should show the league that running backs are super important. But it's gonna come to a point where
damn
Jalen
my
Hurts is
bad.
going to have to show up to get to the Super or ultimately win the Super Bowl. He's going to have to show up. He's going to
So
have to show up.
so
so when you
That's
say
all I'm saying.
when you say show up, what do you mean? Because I mean there was this quarterback that won a Super Bowl literally not too long ago. He threw 177 yards and one touchdown and one.
Who are you talking about?
Peyton Manning, 2015. He threw 177 yards, one touchdown, and they won the
Against
game.
against Carolina, who
Yeah.
sold Carolina sold themselves.
I mean, what are we talking hypotheticals? Or are we
And
talking facts?
Von Miller got Super Bowl MVP. But I'm just
But are
saying,
we talking facts? We said, can he win the game?
That was 10 years ago.
What is your point?
It's a whole different. We're in a whole different league right now. It's a
Josh
whole
Allen.
different time.
Okay, so Josh Allen just threw for 178 yards and they won.
No touch, no
Better than
Josh
passing
Allen
touchdowns.
he had an
No
efficient
passing
game in
touchdowns.
Baltimore. Baltimore turn. Wait, time out. Time out.
okay. Yes,
I'm about to.
please say that.
Yes.
Please say that. Go ahead.
Hold
Please say
on.
that.
We not
Say
even
that.
on that topic
We're
yet.
not
That's
on
the
that
last
topic,
football.
but Lamar threw. He had two turnovers. The tight end, he fucking dropped the fucking 2 point conversion and fumbled. So what I'm saying is, you guys are keeping teams in the game. That's the same thing that happened with the Rams game. Bad play call by the coach, calling the fucking pass play on what was that, 3rd and 4 or something like that. Y'all should have just ran the ball. That was dumb as hell. Y'all got sacked. But what I'm saying, and then Jalen Hurts, they were fucking him up bad, bro. Like, he got to throw the ball away. He got to make a decision to keep you guys out of harm's way. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just not seeing a quarterback that's going to win y'all the Super Bowl this year. I could be wrong, but this is what that's the
You
take I'm going with, bro.
said keeping the
So
ball away. Well, that's the main thing. He doesn't turn the ball over.
He
so
does do a little bit too much though.
you lead me right into this next topic. Saquon just had a masterclass game, 200 plus yards on rushing. Really was the Eagles'
Big
whole offense for real. Well, I ain't gonna say all that, but he had a masterclass.
For the
Will
most
he?
part.
For the most part,
face.
yeah. I feel
Boy,
like
facts.
I feel like Jalen Hurts did what he had to do. He played a good game and he rushed for a touchdown. That was big in the beginning of the
That's
game.
big. Big
But
for them.
can Saquon backpack the Eagles' offense to a Super Bowl?
Yes,
Most
yes,
likely.
yes.
I got
What are the
I
other
got a
teams gonna
question
do? Hold up.
too.
Most
I
What
likely.
got
are
I got a
hold up,
question.
Corey. Let me answer Tone. What are other
Yeah,
teams
go
gonna
ahead.
do? Stack the box? We got AJ Brown. He's gonna
Exactly.
love
I
that.
got
What are other teams gonna
also
do? Just sit
too,
there and stack the box though? Like, come on, go ahead, Corey.
and to piggyback off Cheese, the stack in the box thing. I think I seen a stat. I want to say it was like 60 or 70% of Saquon's 20-yard or more plus runs this year has come against 8 in the box.
He's different.
I
And then
mean,
I also want to say is the games that Saquon is not balling or he's not playing as well as being able to carry us, and they've asked Jalen Hurts, "Hey, we need you to throw the ball. We need you to make these passes. We need you to do this and that." He can do it. He's done it.
I definitely respect that.
So they just like that's the thing. Everybody always says, "Well, make Hurts throw the ball. Make Hurts do this." They can't do that. They can't do this. He's looking like this. That's there. He's doing what the coaches are asking him to do. Don't turn the ball over. When you do make passes, it's third down completions. He's getting that third down completion for you for 6, 7 yards. Okay, now be giving it off to Barkley for 6, 7 yards. We don't have to throw the ball down the field all the time. We can just keep beating y'all down the field, smash mouth football. And I believe that's what the Philadelphia Eagles are. We're a smash mouth football team. We're going to come out, run the ball hard, hit you in the face, and play good ass defense. And that's the type of team we are, and that's the type of team I feel we built around. And the thing
Yeah.
is, if you do put 8 in the box, you are leaving your corners on some very, very great weapons. So that's why it's hard to stop them. I don't see a weakness for them.
Nah, that's a fact. To answer my own question, I feel like Saquon can backpack the Eagles to an offense just off of what he's done this season. 2,000 yards, the a great offensive line. But I also think that they might not have to rely on Saquon if they do stack the box. I still think Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback, and I think he will show up when it's time. He got the weapons. He has the offensive line. He could do it on his feet. So I think Saquon can backpack the Eagles, but I don't think he has to. And that's how I feel about that right there.
bro, that's why
I agree. I agree. I
that's
agree.
why people
Exactly.
expect. That's why people talk shit about Jalen Hurts, bro. They expect too much when they have Saquon. Jalen Hurts needs to do what he needs to do. He's going to do what he needs to do.
Like I seen a stat the other day, man. Because like I say, they always talking about he don't throw for this many yards. He don't throw for this many touchdowns. One, the point of the game is to score as easy as possible. That's
Right.
1 yard. That 1 yard tush push. I'm not mad. Do it every single time. And then on top
Exactly.
of that, they say oh, he's not throwing the ball like these other quarterbacks 30, 40 times a game, or he probably would have 250, 300-yard games like that. It's the fact that we don't have to throw that much. We don't have to. There's no reason to start throwing the ball and putting more risk when we can do what we're doing and it's working perfectly fine. We got the number 3 scoring offense in the NFL to match the number 1 defense in the NFL. I mean,
Can I
I
take
think
you
a
off
lot of
topic?
people are counting us out. That's what I think. A lot of people are counting
Look,
us out.
I agree
Can I take
with
you off
I
topic?
agree I agree with what you just said, Wood. I agree with Tone, and I agree with you, Cheese. I do feel like Saquon, and I've been saying this since Saquon's been with New York. This is Barry Sanders Jr. right here. Like we're seeing something that we didn't get to see in our lifetime. Like this man is balling and he's in a league of his own and in the league that we're well the world or the time that we're in as far as the NFL goes, we don't even see a lot of running backs get too many touches. Like we don't have legendary running backs how we did 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that this man is putting up the numbers he's putting up, especially with the touch, how many touches he's getting. Like this man is showing how effective this run game is. They're punching him in the
Right.
mouth, punching him in the mouth, punching him in the mouth. You feel me? And nobody can do nothing about it. But like I said, I believe I believe you guys can get there, but just from the Rams game, if another team comes out with that same energy, you know what I mean, and it's forcing Jalen Hurts to put the game on his back, hey, we're gonna have to see Jalen Hurts come out and perform. You know what I'm
You
That's
saying?
know,
what's up.
can I take you off topic real quick though? I know this might sound crazy though. How do y'all feel about Saquon lining up at quarterback for the tush push?
Oh,
Uh,
it's not a
I feel
bad
like
idea.
I get it, but Saquon's probably never been the type to take a snap. I feel like we should just why
Risky
fix
play.
something? Why fix
yeah,
something that ain't broke?
exactly. I
It
think
works. It works 96% of the time with what we do already. Why risk it to switch it
Like
up?
just
I'm just
because you seen
asking.
Mark Andrews do the tush push, they probably practiced that. You know
I
what I
think
It
mean?
I
had nothing
So
to do with that though. I'm just
What do
asking.
you mean?
It just came
Yeah,
to
yeah,
mind.
I
yeah.
think when you
That
look
would be
at
my answer. No, I don't
yeah,
think so. That'd be dumb.
fact, I agree
I
with
think.
Cuz. I feel like though Saquon's like physique, no Diddy, like he has the ability to do that. Him and Jalen Hurts literally squat like 600 pounds
600.
and shit is insane. Like, so if they was to give it to Saquon, I think it'd be the same outcome, but like I think that they could easily mess up a snap or anything like that. And Jalen
I
Hurts is gold
agree.
with it, so why fix it? That is a good question. I do have another topic for y'all boys. This one's a little bit of a fun topic. Saquon Barkley just had a historic season, over 2,000 yards. I want to do a blind ranking. What that is we're gonna rank the best running back seasons 1 to 10. So I'm gonna give y'all stats and the accomplishments they did for the year, and y'all rank them accordingly. How y'all think from 1 to 10. So if you think Saquon had the best this year, you put him at 1. But then if you hear another stat and it's a little bit better, you can't put him at 1 because you didn't already put Saquon there. You get what I'm saying?
mhm.
So
All right. So the first one I'm gonna go with is Sean Alexander 2009 season. He put up 1,800 1,800 yards, rushing yards, 28 touchdowns, won MVP and Offensive Player of the Year. Where do y'all want to rank that
How many
Four,
from 1 to
receiving
10?
yards?
four,
He had around like 200. I can't remember off the top, but it was around like 200.
28 total touchdowns.
28. Yeah.
four.
Mm,
Gonna go at
but
4?
Actually,
I
no,
go,
no,
I go, I go
5.
6,
five.
five.
I go
6.
I'll
five.
go
I
five.
forgot.
I'm
But
going 6.
I
I'm
already
going
know my
6.
list. I already know
I
my
wanted to,
list.
I wanted to
Five.
go 6, but I didn't want to be
I'm
disrespectful.
going
I go
6.
5.
I'm
I'm
going
I go
going
6.
I'll
So
go
5.
we got to
five.
come to
I'm being disrespectful. I'm being
28
5.
touch
disrespectful.
28 touchdowns.
It's a lot.
1,800 yards,
Who do you have
MVP and
before him?
Offensive Player.
5.
I'll go
Who you
5,
four.
have him before, Jayden? I
Five.
got him 6.
I got
Four.
him five.
This is
5,
blind. This
5.
is blind. This is. I
This is
have
All
the
right,
him
blind
5, I
ranking.
five.
guess. We'll
Y'all
say
gotta go
5. We'll
5.
say 5.
Okay, gotta go
Sean
5.
Alexander.
All right, so this was from last year's CMC 2023 season. He had 1,400 yards, rushing yards, 14 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns, 564 receiving yards, and 7 touchdowns. A total of 2023 yards and 21 touchdowns, total touchdowns.
That deserves
8,
six. Just
Eight,
off.
Y'all fucked up.
Eight's
Y'all
cool.
fucked
8,
up.
eight,
Y'all
8,
Mm,
fucked up.
8.
eight,
y'all
eight.
I'll
Y'all
go
downplaying
I'm
fucked
going
8.
up.
I'll
eight.
go 8. If y'all want to go 7, we could do that. But I like 8.
I like
Well,
eight.
what y'all
Eight was
think?
in my
8.
head the whole time.
Nah,
Eight.
So
8
8.
was in
I
my head
got
the
8.
whole time.
We have
8,
Okay.
to take it.
8.
We ain't got no choice now.
Cause I,
We ain't
yeah,
got
I
no
already
choice
know what I
now.
Bro,
already know
because
what's up.
it's so many. We're
It's so
Yeah.
ranking
many
top
seasons
10. You
that I
feel me? I
respect.
gotta go
Nah, we
eight.
ain't got no
It's so
choice
many
now.
seasons. Yeah, he's 8. That's gotta
So
be
I
8.
could
8.
respect that. I could
Yeah,
Yeah.
All
respect
right.
yeah.
that.
This was one of the historic seasons that I could think of. That boy AP in 2012, he put up 2,097 yards, 13 touchdowns, 1 MVP, and offensive player of the year.
How many touchdowns?
He had 13 touchdowns.
How many yards you said?
Uh 2,097.
3 or 4. 3 or 4. 3 or 4.
God,
Yeah,
it's gotta be
nah,
4.
it's
It's
either
no,
3 or 4. No,
Yeah, nah,
4.
three or
four.
four.
It's
It's
gotta
either
be
three or
4.
four,
I
4.
go
bro.
four.
It's
God,
either
Four.
3 or 4,
damn,
bro.
Four.
damn,
Four.
It's
damn.
either three
It's
Four.
or
really
four, bro. Y'all
damn,
tweaking.
Four.
dog. We might
All right.
gotta wait.
No,
No,
you guys
bro.
fucked up with the first with
We might
Sean
gotta put it at
Alexander,
No,
bro.
6. We might
Alexander
gotta
is
put it
five.
at
That's not
6.
OD. That's
We
not
might
OD.
Relax.
gotta put
We're.
AP at
I think
6,
we got
bro.
good money right
You
now.
can't change nothing now.
I
You
think we got
can't.
good.
4.
That's why
Can't
I
change
said
nothing now.
4.
six, bro.
I
That's
That's
think.
why I
that. That's
said
fine. That's fine.
six.
That's fine.
I
4.
think we're good
Four.
money.
Fuck it.
I
We'll
think
Four.
put
we're
it at
good. I
4.
think we're. I think
Y'all
we're
niggas
good money.
fucked up. Y'all niggas fucked
Nah,
up.
the AP is. Oh my
It's
god.
all right. Nah, that's
And
fine. That 4 is
y'all
fine.
didn't
It's
even
all
hear
right.
Four.
Marshall
It's either
Falk,
four or six though.
bro. You guys didn't even hear Marshall
I
Falk
put
yet.
AP at 6.
You
So you're
niggas, y'all
going
didn't.
out. So you're going with 4.
We don't even
Yeah,
know if Marshall Falk is gonna be
we
called, nigga.
just put it at
He
So
4.
is.
4.
we're
4 is
going
He
fine.
with
is.
4. All right.
4.
All right.
Y'all are
Here,
I know
here,
3 seasons off rip. Y'all are forgetting.
hey, let's. All right. So we're going to move on to the next one. 1984, Eric Dickerson. 2,105 rushing yards, which is the
One.
NFL record.
It's one. It's one. It's one.
Today.
To
Today.
it's the to this
Today.
day is the NFL record from
One.
40 years ago. He
And he
had
only did it in
14
14 games.
touchdowns. He averaged 131 yards per game.
He only did it in like 15 games. It's one. No
Yeah,
question about it. It's
one.
15 games. That's
We're
you
It's
going
got.
with
either one
one.
or it's either one or two.
It's
I'll
not
take it.
two.
I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
not two.
Personally, I know because we it's a blind. There's one dude in my head. This dude, Eric Dickerson, got to go two for me. And if we bring it up, if he
You got
if the dude come
Nah.
across my
got to
list,
come to a collective decision.
It's one. It's one.
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 It's one.
One.
It's the leading in most
Collective
yards
one.
ever in
Not collective
15
so
one.
games.
so
14
so
In
games.
14
Nah.
games.
hold on.
Stop it.
Does this lead me to ask you a question,
Let's finish
Tone?
the list first.
What's the question?
Because it's not you. He's not one to me.
Oh,
So
I
it's like,
mean,
what we
y'all got to
talking
come to a
about?
collective decision. I'm hearing one. So,
Jaden the only one not saying that. So
You're the
you
yeah, so
oddball out the
the
group.
That's
nigga
It's
cool.
a
got the most
democracy
yards.
right
For,
now.
The
for
fuck are we
all
talking
right,
about?
we'll put it right there for one for
I'm
now.
going
one.
with one, Vato.
We're going with one. Okay, we're going with one. The next one I'm gonna go ahead and present is 1975 OJ Simpson. He had 2,003 yards, 12 touchdowns, averaged 143 yards per game in 14 games,
Two.
and he won MVP.
Two.
Three.
Two.
Two.
He's going number two,
Two.
nigga.
Put him
He's
there.
going
Two.
number two.
He could put him
Two.
Free
Y'all
there.
boys
OJ.
think about it.
Hey yo,
Two,
two.
three.
Free
Two.
What we going
OJ.
with? Two,
That's
Number
three.
like
It,
two.
14,
it's
Two.
unanimous.
2,114 games. You got to put it at two.
Go ahead.
Two.
Go ahead.
Two.
I
Two.
put
Two.
that two.
Hey yo,
Two.
chat,
All
my
right.
fingers are, hey yo, gang, my fingers look fucked up. Look at my shit, man. I swear to God, I am trying to
Two.
stick my
All right.
fingers.
So y'all got y'all
Look at
top
this
two
shit.
now.
Look at me
Um,
sticking out
this
there
was one
with
of
number two.
this was one of my favorite running backs growing up as a kid.
LT. I already know. I
Hello,
already know.
hello, you jump in the boat. I said one
Oh,
of. I said one of. This
That's
was one
not
of my
better than
favorite
neither
running
one of
backs.
those.
Listen,
He finna say who I know he finna say.
Chris Johnson's
oh, okay.
2009
Talking
season.
about here,
He
fellas.
had he had 2006 rushing yards, 14 touchdowns, 503 receiving yards with 2 touchdowns equals a 16 total touchdowns. The most scrimmage yards
Three.
ever,
The
average
one, the one,
125 yards per
the
game.
only person in the league that ever touched 2,500 yards. You're
Only
gonna put
person.
him at 3?
Y'all gonna put
That's
him
what
at
y'all
3?
did. That's what they
Three.
did.
Three.
It's already done. They put him at 3, but that's
That's
crazy.
not
That's
OD.
not
It's
crazy.
OD.
I'm
It's
still
not.
not taking it over the other two.
I
Sorry.
mean,
All
no,
right,
I mean, if
let's.
wait, hold up, Tone. If we're talking about
Are y'all
So
forgetting
running
that this
backs,
14
wait,
games, bro?
I
What are
don't
we
but
talking
I
about?
hold up,
talking
hold
You're
up.
about
Are
niggas.
we
averaging
talking about?
3 more games amongst
That's three.
400 yards. It's
Wait,
That's
legit.
we're
three.
talking
That's
about
three.
niggas.
You're talking
We're talking
about
about
dudes
niggas.
over 400
We're talking
yards. It's
about
legit.
niggas that we hand the ball off to though. We're not. Them niggas don't catch the ball, bro. Fuck that. I want that rushing yards and the rushing touchdowns, man. Them niggas is
More of a
getting me.
Cap.
complete, more of a
No
Them
complete
niggas
cap.
is.
so
stack.
Them
More
niggas.
of
No,
a
Them
so
complete
Jayden.
niggas is
listen,
stack.
so
scoring.
listen,
Them niggas is
so
scoring
listen.
the fuck
Nah.
Y'all
out,
y'all
nigga.
have already put yourself in a pickle
Yeah, it's done
because
season.
Because you forgot
because
Derrick Henry 2,000 yard seasons. I already knew it.
no, it's not even that. It's y'all already got
Marshall
one,
Falk.
2, 3, 4,
It's
and
Marshall
5.
Falk,
So
bro.
now y'all got to rank from there.
Hold
Okay,
It's
on.
Marshall Falk.
I know
It's
what I
Marshall
know. I
Falk.
know what messed it up. Who did we put at number 4, bro?
This dumbass
AP.
nigga. AP
AP.
dumbass,
That's
No,
why
it
I
was
bro.
said
five. It was
6.
five that we messed up at. Five we messed up, and we put the first nigga at five.
You
No.
Yeah,
should.
We
Sean
really
Alexander.
fucked up.
Sean
Okay,
We
Alexander at
really
five
no.
is what we
I
did.
told you we've been fucked up with that Sean Alexander from the start,
But
bro.
let's
I've
keep
been
moving.
said
We,
We
that.
Let's
but,
keep
but
fucking
moving.
did.
Let's
Y'all
keep
We keep
moving.
saying we
retarded.
fucked up.
No,
Let's
Y'all
keep
keep
you
saying
moving.
that.
did.
It's a
yeah.
Bro, we
Wait,
blind
wait
said
till you hear.
race.
Wait
It's
till
a
you hear the
blind
rest of the
bro.
race.
list.
It's a blind
We still
race.
28
got.
Listen.
touchdowns though. That's
We
why.
yeah.
Listen,
That's
that's
why it's
not OD.
crazy.
That's
And
not
we
OD.
Oh,
28
Is Marshall
touchdowns.
Falk on the list? Is Marshall Falk on the
just
list?
let him
You'll
say the
find.
list,
You'll
bro.
come
find
on,
out.
man.
You will
Man,
find
come
out.
on.
All right. So
Hurry up,
let's
Alright, go
move.
Jayden.
Come
ahead.
Go
on,
get something to
come on.
eat.
Let's move on to this next one. We got 2006 MVP season. LT
LT.
1,815 yards, 28 touchdowns, 500 receiving yards, a
Nigga.
total of 23,023 total yards and 31 total touchdowns with a couple
I,
passing touchdowns.
I put it at like
He's
I
got to
would
be 6.
He has to be.
no. We already have a six. We already
We
have
don't
one.
have
No, we
You
6.
didn't
don't
put.
have
We
you
don't
don't
have
have
a
a
6.
six. You don't have a
No, it
Do we
six.
was
Don't
have
have
Sean
a
a?
6.
Alexander
Do we
at
have a
five.
seven?
You don't have
No.
a seven.
I'm
Nah,
not
nah.
putting that. I would have if
Yeah,
I
nah,
let
go
y'all
seven.
go, but I would have to put it at
I'm
seven
a
or
Corey.
eight, bro.
I'm
He,
a
I
You
Wait,
said
let
know
me
30
Corey.
hear the
over. You
rushing
said over
yards,
30
Tone.
I know
touchdowns.
Derrick Henry has a 2,000 yard season. He has two of them.
He doesn't
I
have
know
Wait,
many
that.
what
touch.
was the rushing
I
yards,
know
Tone?
that.
the rushing
18.
yards was
Mm.
1,815.
Like I'm
How
saying,
many tugs?
I know
28.
28 somebody.
28
Yeah,
rushing,
yeah, somebody.
3 receiving.
I'm not mad
31
at 7.
touchdowns.
I'm not mad at
I'll put it
7.
at seven. Seven
You
though.
want to go with
Okay,
7?
I know Derrick Henry has a historic season. We have to put in there.
There's 7. Um, My next one I'm gonna go with for y'all boys is the 1997 season. Barry Sanders, 2,053 rushing yards, 14 touchdowns, an MVP and offensive player of the year.
9.
What?
I
9?
Six.
mean,
Rich,
you got 6.
I
You got,
knew Rich was
listen,
at
Put
the two.
that
listen.
bitch at
I knew it was
seven, and
eight.
the other nigga at eight. Fuck,
Yo,
I had to go. I had to go eight. Just
yo,
eight.
yo,
Yeah,
that's
We
Rich.
but
got you got.
what?
8
Hey. You have
8
8.
We're
You
not
have
is
8.
took.
Oh,
disrespecting
y'all
Barry
don't.
8
like
is
that,
took.
brother.
Six,
8
six,
is took.
Yeah.
six, six,
Russell, you only have a
Oh,
little
oh
bit of
no. Oh,
spots.
we
You
have
have
six
six,
spot. We have the sixth
six,
spot.
you
six,
have
Whatever the
6.
six,
highest spot we
six,
have, Barry
six,
is there.
six, 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 six,
Barry is
six,
there.
Yo,
6 for
yo,
Barry.
What we talking
that's,
about, bruh?
Are we
that's
talking about
Russell's
name
crazy.
or are we talking about
six,
That's Russell's crazy.
stats?
No,
six,
bro, we're
six.
talking about stats, bro. But listen, the reason
That's,
why Alexander was there,
It's because
them
we didn't know the
28
rest
touchdowns.
really, and we didn't know the
Listen,
rest.
but wait, how many yards did Alexander rush for?
It's
Like
not even
19,
Alexander. Y'all
19?
18.
put LT,
yo,
who had
Alexander, he
31
rushed for 18.
touchdowns after
1880.
that.
But 20
8
and that's 28
receiving
touchdowns.
yards?
I don't remember. It was around 200. He had an MVP and an offensive
Yeah,
player of the
he had
year.
I
28
don't think that's
touchdowns.
OD.
That's not
It's
OD.
not that. That's a
Six
crazy
spot,
stat line.
six spot for the last nigga right there.
Ayo,
We
Rich.
just did. That's yeah.
That's
Barry
Rich's
Sanders at
people's
six.
gang.
Barry
Bro, you
All
Sanders at
right.
feel
six.
me, bro? They
That's
got me
Rich's
fucked up,
people's
T.
gang.
No
That's my
bullshit,
favorite. No,
dog.
that's my favorite though. That's my favorite. That's my favorite.
Yeah. This
So
nigga talking about he said 8? What?
so
Bro,
listen,
what?
listen.
He tripping, dog.
Y'all only have two spots.
I know we fucked up because I know Derrick Henry has like a 2,000 crazy season,
Y'all
but
only have two more spots. So
If Marshall Falk's not on this list, I'm
this
about to
right
turn
here
up.
was one of my this one right here when I did my research was I thought was a crazy running back season. We
I'm
got
about to
Terrell
turn up.
Davis,
Uh-oh.
1998. He had 2,008 yards, 21 touchdowns. He won the MVP. He won the Super Bowl MVP, and he won Offensive Player of the Year.
God damn, I'll
nine.
put that at number. If I
Nine.
could, nah, real
If
shit.
I could put it higher,
I'll
I
put
would have.
that bitch at number one.
I the
I
I
ain't
only
gonna
reason
cap.
You know what's crazy
Yo,
though?
say
no,
something, bro.
yo, I'm
You
That
want to know
telling
what's
you,
crazy
Yo.
though?
bro.
I knew you were gonna
that
bring up Terrell Davis, and y'all boys know he from San Diego,
the
by the
only
way.
thing
But
about
I
that I
knew
can
y'all
say,
was
bro,
finna bring him up, bro.
he has five Hall of Fame O linemen. That's the only thing I can say.
Nah,
And
And
he
they
son,
had
I'm putting that
Jardell
nigga
Wade,
number one.
and they had an All Star
that was a
squad.
stacked
They
team.
did.
Nah,
They had a stacked team.
And
nah, fuck
Smith
that.
season.
Shannon Sharp, like they were stacked. But
Yo,
They
you
did.
can't
The
take
stats
none.
is crazy. The stats is crazy.
That's why I
nah,
don't like Emmitt
damn,
Smith over. That's why I don't like Emmitt Smith over Barry. Never, never,
I never
never,
did. Never.
damn.
I don't
What?
even
Got
like. I
Oh,
don't even like him over
so
Walter.
the 10th spot, y'all gonna be mad, but
oh,
it's this
yo,
year
Tone.
Saquon Barkley.
I'd put that nigga at number one, bro. Wait, can we go back? Wait. Can we go back?
Wait,
Wait,
yo,
can we
the
go
10
back?
y'all
Wait,
10th spot is y'all favorite loved Saquon
yo,
Barkley. So I'm gonna go
yo,
over this
Wait, can
list
we
real
go over
quick.
the list real quick?
bro.
Yeah, we're gonna go over the list. Y'all wanna go? I'm gonna go from 10 to 1. So 10, we got Saquon's Barkley's year this year.
10 stats
At
real quick. I
it
know the
was
yards. What was the touchdowns?
Yo,
2005 rushing yards, 13
Yep.
touchdowns, 15 touchdowns in total, 5.8 yards per carry,
I'm not mad at
125
that.
yards per game.
I'm
I'm
not
not
mad at
mad
that.
at it
I'm
because he's
taking
got
the.
the one. He's
Keep
got the
going,
most
Tom.
games. He's got the most games, and the touchdowns is low. Obviously, we know why, but
nah.
Exactly.
that's all
So
you
I'm
gotta
nine,
taking
say.
I'm
Davis.
taking the touchdowns into
I'm
account
taking
with this
Davis.
list, bro.
I'm
We
so
taking
cannot
nine,
Davis
let. We
number
cannot
one.
leave that out of the discussion, bro.
no
Understand
cap, no
why he
cap.
doesn't have it, but I have to say, I'm sorry.
So at 9, we got Terrell Davis, 1998 season.
That
That's
was
just high up there, fellas.
Nigga,
He had
that's
that was
2,008
why.
yards, 21 touchdowns, won both MVP, Super Bowl, and the regular season, and Offensive Player of the Year.
Out of
Bro, what the
San
fuck are
Diego,
we
Dago
talking
Sound.
about? Bro, wait,
That's
hold
nine.
up. Can we
At 8,
wait? Can we speak
can
on
we
that
get through the
though?
list?
let me finish the list, and then y'all boys do what
I'm
y'all
good
gotta
as
do.
hell. I'm about to go.
You can, hey, yeah, you can slide whenever you want, cuz we
I
gonna
know, but
finish
I'm
the
trying to
podcast
finish.
up.
I know. I'm trying to finish though.
Okay, yeah. So at 8, we got CMC, 1,400 yards, 14 touchdowns, 564 receiving yards, 2,023 total yards, 21 touchdowns. That was 8. At 7, LT's phenomenal year, 28 touchdowns, 31 touchdowns in total, 23,000 total yards was at 7. At 6, we had Barry Sanders' 1997 season. 2,053 or rushing yards, 14 touchdowns, MVPs, offensive players of the year. At 5, we had Sean Alexander, 2005, 28 touchdown, MVP, offensive player. Great season. 4, we had AP. And I think this was the year after he tore something. He fucked up his ACL and he came
Yeah.
back and won MVP. So this year, this was a great year. He won MVP and Offensive Player of the Year. At 3 we got Chris Johnson, 2009 season, 2,500 scrimmage yards. I think that
Honestly,
the most
I
ever.
would have liked to put Terrell Davis at that number 3 spot.
Yeah, no cap. That
Nigga,
You
year
feel
is
he
me?
nasty.
But
deserves number one,
This nigga Jayden was, bro, CJ2K, bro. It
At
bro.
2,
diverted me, bro. It
all right,
Bro,
diverted me,
all
bro.
right.
That shit.
Terrell
Oh
At
Davis
my
2,
god.
deserves number one.
I'm gonna let y'all boys go. At 2, we got O.J. Simpson, 1975 MVP, 2003 yards, 12 touchdowns, average 143. And then at 1, y'all put Eric Dickerson, NFL record, 2,100 yards.
I'm not
And
mad at
he,
the first two.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's that's fact. That's
that's the
stat facts.
blindly ranking. That's what y'all ranked it.
I'm
Next
mad.
time, y'all will think a little bit harder.
I'm
I would
mad.
if I
Terrell
could do it
Davis.
all over again. I
Well, you
like the
don't know
list.
what
I
season they're
like the
gonna
list.
say,
I
so I
can
can't say
replace.
think too harder.
I
Yeah, no, you right, cuzzo. It's
You know
blindly
what I'm
Bro,
ranking
saying?
it. It's
you feel
blindly
bro,
me?
ranking.
It's
Yeah.
off top, and then you don't know who
bro.
you feel
You
me?
don't know who you're gonna
Terrell
get.
Davis.
I
Yeah.
didn't even add Derrick Henry shit in there. You feel
Yo,
me?
That's what I'm
bro.
I
saying.
knew
Terrell
he, I
Davis.
knew he was getting Chris Johnson.
Bro, Terrell
Chris
Yeah.
Davis
Johnson
should have been
shouldn't have
number
been
one.
number 3, nigga. I blame
Yeah.
you for
Terrell
that.
Davis should have been number one.
Chris
No
Johnson should have
way,
been like
nigga.
9.
I mean,
Bro,
No. He
bro,
should have
I'm
been
sorry
number
to tell
3,
you,
bro.
bro,
How does the
MVP,
person with the
bro,
most scrimmage yards in history deserve
No,
9?
Chris Johnson should have been way
listen,
Fastest running
lower.
back
Yeah, he
all
should
listen
have,
though.
MVP,
bro.
Other
You
stats too.
listen though,
MVP,
Jayden.
You're glazing, bro.
MVP,
He
You're
should
bro,
have been.
glazing, buddy.
He should have been
bro,
lower,
Right,
bro. He
MVP,
should
Yeah.
have been lower.
MVP,
No,
right. I've
Super
seen
Bowl
that highlight film
MVP,
talking about Glaze.
no
Yeah,
cap though.
bro,
You
Yeah,
you're.
gotta
you
add
seen
the
it. You was
winning. Listen. You gotta add the winning, the MVP, the offensive player of the years
That's
with
Terrell
that.
fair.
Davis, Terrell Davis
Terrell
gets the
Davis
Yeah,
one.
them
number
stats
3.
is crazy.
If I could redo it again, and I had a feeling you were gonna mention Terrell Davis, bro, because that's one of the best running back seasons of all
Ever.
time,
That
bro.
shit is
Ever,
number
bro.
crazy.
one, number
Yeah,
one,
Number three.
Super Bowl
bro,
I'm
MVP
not
Number
mad at that,
3.
defensive
Rich.
player is
I
bro,
like him
crazy.
running
number 3.
backs,
Those other two, hell no. Eric Dickerson number 1, OJ Simpson number 2. That was one of the
bro.
best
I
running
think,
back seasons of all
I think,
time.
Hey man, hey, I hate to get out of here, y'all boys, but I got some business to handle. But hey man, y'all did a great job
bro,
today. I'll see
Hey
y'all
man,
boys
hey,
next
great
time.
job, Wood. Good
I
For
shit.
gang,
sure. Love y'all boys.
One
Love
love,
twin.
y'all
G.
be easy, gang.
You smooth.
Yeah, but I think Terrell Davis number one, Eric Dickerson number two, and then so on. I'm sorry to tell you though, but as far as running backs, Super Bowl MVP and regular season MVP, he scored just as much touchdowns as 1 and 2.
Some crazy running. That right there was some
That's
crazy running back
that's
seasons, bro.
wild. I forgot about Terrell Davis.
That season was crazy for
You know
sure.
that
No
boy out of
cap.
Dago, man.
Yo, no, I know where he's from, but that's fucking
I'm about.
insane.
So
Super
for the
Bowl
last
MVP.
topic, for the last topic
But
of this Eagles and Rams game, I have a who would you rather Jalen Hurts edition. So I'm gonna name y'all some quarterbacks. Y'all tell me who would you rather have, Jalen Hurts or the quarterback I named. So the first name I got, Joe Burrow.
Joe
Joe
Burrow.
Burrow.
Out of LSU, baby. You know what the fuck going on, man.
What's up,
Yes, sir.
Cheese?
Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow. Bro, what
Joe
the fuck are we
Burrow.
talking about,
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
bro?
no.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
Oh,
Joe
okay.
Burrow because
Yeah,
Keep it
just
real.
that's
imagine
it.
Joe
Move
Burrow.
on.
Just imagine Joe Burrow with the Eagles O line.
Come
Next
Just
on,
name.
imagine
Move
G.
that.
on.
Next
Move on.
name, Jared Goff.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. After
Jalen
what the
Hurts.
fuck Jared
After what
Goff
I
did
just
last
seen,
Yeah,
week,
Jalen
he
Hurts.
fooled out, bro.
I can't
He
even
fooled
fool it,
out.
bro. That was nutty, bro.
Next name I got for y'all, Baker Mayfield.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
Baker
Okay.
Mayfield.
Next,
Wow.
Niggas gonna hate me. Niggas gonna
I'm
hate me.
not
Niggas
mad
gonna
at it.
hate me.
He had
The
a
Niggas gonna
great
last the
hate me.
season
last
this
few
year.
seasons, no,
Niggas
not
gonna
even
fucking
just
as an
hate
him.
me.
Eagles fan,
Niggas
yo.
gonna hate
The
me.
But
last
Niggas
as
gonna
the
Eagles
fucking
last
hate
fan,
me.
few seasons he
Niggas gonna
set
hate
shit.
them
me.
If you gonna
he
say
set
that,
them
I
home.
Bro,
might
He
take
wait,
he
golf
stayed
wait,
over.
wait,
I'll
can
take
I
golf.
elaborate? Wait, can I
Damn.
elaborate? Can I
Set them
elaborate?
home last year. He
Wait,
That's
hold
a
up.
understands.
nutty
Hold up,
ass
hold up. Can I
take.
elaborate? Wait, can I
Go
elaborate?
ahead, Cheese. You got the floor.
Like you said, Jaden, he set this home, but we talked earlier about poise, and Baker Mayfield was about poise.
Bucks Baker has revived Baker's career.
No. I agree.
I
I
respect
agree.
that take.
But
Yeah.
but Baker Mayfield hasn't had an old line like the Eagles. Baker
But his O
Mayfield hasn't
line
had an
is
old.
pretty good. Tristan
No,
Wirfs, Jensen, I think the
now,
center,
no,
actually decent.
now.
It's okay.
But
It's okay.
shit. All right, we can skip. But I got Baker. I'm sorry to say.
I'm
I'm
not
sorry
You
to
mad at
got
it.
say.
Baker. I'm
You like
taking
Baker? Yeah,
Jalen.
me.
As an
I'm
Eagles
taking
fan, you
Jalen.
smoking
I
dick
take
right now.
Jalen.
I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
Nah,
wow.
I
All right.
guess.
I
Next,
think
next,
Eagles
next
fans
name.
gonna attack your crazy
Oh,
ass.
for sure. You're crazy as hell.
Nah,
Next
Oh
name
yeah,
we
nah,
got.
you're not a real Eagles fan.
Next name we
nah,
got
nah,
is
nah,
Justin
nah.
Nah.
Herbert.
Justin Herbert.
Justin
Jalen
Herbert.
Jalen Hurts.
I'm taking Herbert.
Justin Herbert's ceiling is bigger than Hurts.
Yeah, I
I'm
like
a
him as a thrower more.
I'm going
I'm
Hurts.
gonna take I'm gonna take Hurts, and I
Yeah,
love Justin
same.
Herbert. I love Justin Herbert, but at the end of the day, what we've seen in these playoffs time after time from Justin Herbert is not what we see in the regular season. And I'm
Team
just
is young. Team is young.
team is young. Team is
I
not
New
was
head,
who.
just
new
about
head,
to
new
mention
head,
that. I'm gonna
new
let you
head,
go ahead first, Jayden.
new head coach.
Yeah,
They have a decent defense. They are a
okay.
team that's building.
Building
When we're
exactly.
talking
They're
about
under construction right now.
when we're talking
Give
about like this moment,
just say every word
Yeah,
I'm gonna say, nigga.
I respect you. I respect
I
your
respect it.
I
I think that's
respect
the
it.
safe answer.
I think
But
It's safe.
I like everything Jaden just said. Everything
yeah.
you just said is what I was gonna say.
I think
So
right here, there's no. I really don't think there's a right answer. I think you go either
yeah,
I'm
way
about
yeah,
with
to
this
yeah,
get
one.
for sure.
It's
crucified,
very,
bro.
it's very, it's very close.
I'm
My
about to get
next one,
crucified. I'm
Josh
about to get
Allen.
crucified. I'm about to
Wait,
get crucified.
did you
Josh
say
Allen.
who? Hold on, I don't know if Cheese said who he got.
Oh yeah, who you got? Justin Herbert and Jalen Hurts.
He know who
No, I
he got.
got
That's why he
no,
brought
no,
this.
I got Jalen Hurts, bro. But I'm
Okay,
sorry to say, I'm gonna get crucified for the last take. I already know
All right,
I'm
all
Baker
already.
right.
I'm
so
so,
Mayfield.
no,
Yeah,
it's all
bro,
right.
nah,
It's
He
bro.
we
likes
moving on from
Mayfield.
that. We moving on
He
from that.
likes Mayfield.
You
Bro, but
picked your
This
what
side.
is
can
No,
live, brother.
what can Baker Mayfield do though? I'm sorry to tell you, he can run the football, he can throw the football, he can throw the football more accurate than Jalen Hurts. I'm sorry to
This is a
tell you.
crash out answer.
this is a
Nah,
that's
crash out take.
that's a
I
Crash
crazy
out.
guess,
take. But
I
we
guess,
moving on from Baker. You choose your side and you stay there, buddy. All right.
I
We
am,
moving on to the next one. Josh
I
Allen.
am.
Josh
Josh
Allen.
Allen,
Jalen
Josh Allen.
Hurts.
Josh Allen.
No, wait, hold on,
What?
wait, Jaden, wait, hold on,
That's
This
biased as hell,
this
bruh.
year,
This
this
wait,
year. Hold on, let me
Let
explain
him get his
go,
shit
myself.
off.
go ahead,
Let me
go ahead.
explain myself. This
This a
year,
Ravens fan, by the way, y'all.
this year, I love Josh Allen. This year is the best we've seen Josh Allen play. Last
True.
year, he led the NFL in
Yeah.
interceptions.
We seen some bad
yeah.
season. I mean, it
If
wasn't
you
even bad
said,
seasons.
if the question was, who do you like this year?
Yeah.
Josh Allen. You're asking me Jalen
Who would
Hurts
you
or Josh
rather?
Allen?
Yeah. Who
Jalen
would you
Hurts.
rather? I'm not
He's
mad at
won
it.
more games.
That's
Right
not
now,
OD.
He showed
or
me
are we just
more.
talking in
Who
general?
would you rather have on your team? Who
Josh
would you
Allen.
rather?
Who would you rather? Jalen
I'm.
Josh
Hurts.
Allen.
Yo,
Nope.
this
You bring up some good
nigga is
points.
crazy.
In the past, Josh Allen
Josh
has had.
Allen's been a turnover machine. This
That's
has
a
been
fact.
one of his
That's a
That's a
better
fact.
fact.
years.
That's
This
a
has
fact.
been
Niggas
one of
know
his
my
better
stance
years.
on Josh Allen, bro.
And
Okay.
Josh Allen puts
Yo,
himself in positions to get hurt, and I can't have my franchise quarterback being a
He's
wrecking
not. He
ball.
hasn't gotten hurt though.
But he's a
Don't do
wrecking
that.
ball.
Yo,
He's
play
a
yo
wrecking
yo.
ball.
Your quarterback puts himself in position
My
to get hurt.
quarterback knows how to slide.
He's sliding. What are we talking about? Nobody,
Josh
bro.
Allen
This
be
man be run, bro. He bulldozes through niggas. Nobody can stop this man. He's a freight train. Come on
two
now.
two
Don't
two
do
thirty
that.
five, 6'5",
Don't
two
do
thirty
that.
five is weight.
Don't do
But
that.
I'm
But
just saying, I don't want my quarterback putting himself at risk. Jalen Hurts will
you
slide.
give this man Josh Allen the same line as see. People don't want to talk about the line. This man has the number one offensive line for the past like 3 years, bro.
That's a fact.
Jalen
That's a
Hurts.
fact.
Give this
What?
man
yo,
Josh Allen time to throw the rock, bro. He's airing shit
I
out.
get it.
He
I get
real.
it.
But I'm going
I
Josh
get it.
Allen, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
I
going
hear
yo,
that.
Josh
but
Allen.
nah,
Where
but
you going,
yo,
Cheese? Cheese, where you
yo,
going?
Josh Allen. Just imagine if
Yeah,
Josh Allen was to run a QB blast with the Eagles O line. Just think
Josh
about
Allen.
that shit real quick.
I
Josh
got
Allen
Josh
can run
Allen
the
as well.
yo, Jaden.
Like
Josh
that.
Allen can run the football too, though. So don't forget
I
that
know.
shit.
I
With
know.
that
This
build up,
nigga just
but
tried. This nigga
you
just
know,
tried to
you're
say he
tweaking.
puts him. I don't want my quarterback putting himself in position. This
Nah,
nigga
you're
I
tweaking.
Lamar be
don't.
running the ball, nigga.
And slides.
All right, so
Nah,
let's get into that next one. Lamar
Oh
Jackson.
yeah, Lamar
Oh,
Lamar.
I'll take.
Jackson.
I'm taking Lamar.
Lamar.
We don't gotta talk about it.
MVP,
Go next.
baby.
And my
Next.
last one I got. No, I got two more. Matthew Stafford just played him. Who we
Shit.
going with?
Damn,
Mm,
that's a tough one. I'm gonna go with her.
mm.
So are we going with Hall of Fame?
Who would you rather?
All time,
I'm gonna
Throughout
go
all
their
time
Matthew
is
whole
this
Stafford,
easy.
careers,
bro.
who
I'm gonna
would
go
you rather?
Stafford, bro.
Jalen
I'm gonna
Hurts,
go
bro.
Stafford.
I'm
I'm
gonna go
going
Jalen
Stafford.
Hurts.
I'm going
Stafford?
Stafford.
The
Yeah.
Why
mobility,
would you
I
take
need it.
Stafford?
I'm taking Stafford because I like how Stafford. He just is a better decision maker to me, bro. I think he
Okay.
throws the ball better than Jalen Hurts throws the ball. We're talking accuracy. We're talking. We just seen what this man did against the Eagles. But not
Hmm.
only that, his time with Detroit, this man was putting up numbers, crazy numbers. You know what I'm saying?
In
It just
his earlier years though, he was a little off throwing the ball. He was turning the ball over a bit in
for
the
sure,
beginning, but
for sure. But that Detroit Lions team,
yeah,
boo boo, boo
it
boo.
was trash.
We're hating on a man, and I know it sounds crazy coming from me because I personally take a lot of people over him, but we're hating on a man who has been an underdog, got benched at his college, had to leave, come in the league, and yes, his team is good, but he's good enough and great to keep
It's like
winning.
I feel like you're right. You're definitely right. He's doing enough to win. It's like
And then I'm gonna
it's
take the
almost
quarterback who
like
can move on top of that.
and don't take this as any disrespect because he's way better than the player I'm gonna mention. It's like kind of like the Brock Purdy effect. Great team, all the pieces around them doing enough to win. That
Yeah.
Super Bowl appearance was one of the greatest Super Bowl performances of all time. But we're talking about just as a whole, as a regular season and playoff um postseason performance. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a lot of quarterbacks ahead of him as far as skill goes. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's my take on it.
All
But
right, and the last one, the last you got Stafford. I'm a
yeah,
I'm a I'm gonna take Jalen Hurts.
I'm gonna take Hurts too.
You got
I'm gonna
Hurts,
take
Jaden.
Hurts. Yeah, I got Hurts.
I'm not mad at
Yo,
that though, Rich.
but
Great.
oh, wait,
He's
hold up.
put
Wait, go ahead, Tone.
Stafford's Hall
Wait,
of Fame. That's why I
yeah,
said that.
that's
so
a
who you
Hall of
got?
Fame quarterback
Stafford.
right there.
All right, yeah, hold up. I ain't gonna ask that. Y'all ain't get mad.
Yeah, don't
Leave
even
it
do it,
alone.
So
twin.
so
Leave it
the
alone.
last name I got for this is Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels.
That boy
Jaden
Jaden
Daniels.
Daniels has been magical. I'm going with Jaden Daniels too. What I seen this
But
season,
we're talking one season though,
hold on,
Tone.
hold on. I'm taking JD too, but me taking JD is
I would have
making
took
my
C.J. Stroud over Jalen Hurts last year.
hold on. I'm picking JD. But if you how you pick JD and not Matthew Stafford though, that's crazy to me.
The run dynamic. He's not doing what he's not
Jaden hit the nail
creating.
on the
I
head.
He's not
I
creating
under
what they can create.
Jaden
you
hit the
know what's
nail. Jaden
crazy?
hit the nail on the head.
You
You
know
know
what's
what? The thing
crazy?
is that you said that I did Pete. The Stafford with his arm strength and his arm talent. But Jaden Daniels this year has shown he has arm strength, the
I guess it's
talent,
the
the accuracy while being a running
that's true.
quarterback.
That's why I love Jaden Daniels as a quarterback because he has all the intangibles. But as far as the quarterback position goes, the most important thing is this right here. Arm power, well, arm accuracy power, you know what I'm saying? I if I'm a franchise owner and I'm picking my team and shit, I'm looking to see if you can throw the ball first. If you can be poised in the pocket first. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at all those intangibles first. If you can run, that's a bonus. I feel like running and being able to scramble and shit is a bonus, but throwing the ball, decision making, IQ, and accuracy, all those things is what I'm looking at first. But that's
Yeah,
personally
not
just
for
me.
me.
That's why I like Stafford over. That's why I would want Stafford on my team with the
Not for
Eagles.
me.
With the Eagles offense, I think he does he does more with that.
The
With
first
for
that
thing
sure.
I the first thing I look for is as far as quarterbacks can sell the play on a pass run basis. So as far as I look at it, I'm looking at it as see if I'm taking the guessing game if it's a pass or a run. As far as how good they can sell the player or not, if they can keep me guessing, that's my first thing. Fuck the arm strength, fuck the bullshit, because the quarterback can always get me a check down. It's always three in the third. I can take three in the third every time. I'm sorry to tell you, but it's weird. Jaden Daniels plays. It's weird. It's like he keeps you guessing almost. I'm being real shit though, Jaden. He keeps you
Nah, real
guessing.
shit.
He runs the football so awkward, bro. He runs like he's a fucking pencil, bro. He runs
He
the ball awkward, bro. Like he doesn't want to run it. He's just taking one for the team. It's
or
it's weird, bro. I know I just look crazy, but I just didn't know how I want to say it because I didn't want to sound crazy. You know what I'm talking about. But
Yeah,
like,
Respect.
but
I just
Jayden
didn't want to say
Daniels'
the wrong
stature.
thing though.
It's his stature makes him run the way he runs. It
Yeah,
makes it look like. But that boy is
But
elusive.
that
No
boy be
diddy.
moving, bro. What we
He
I
be
just
missing,
didn't
moving.
want to.
man?
No,
I
he be
just didn't
moving.
want to say the wrong. I just didn't want to have the wrong take because y'all would have might have clowned me more over the wrong wording than me moving how I just moved. But
No,
I'm just
no
keeping it
respect.
100. I just didn't want to say the wrong thing for the viewers. I was trying to
That
figure out the right word. That's all.
that's good. That's gonna end it for that. We're gonna wrap it up with that. Would you rather? I'm gonna move on to this next topic. Very controversial game. Chiefs versus the Texans. There's a lot of people in the media saying it was really the Texans versus the refs. Um, and it was just a lot of crazy calls in this game. Pat Mahomes ultimately got the job done. I think what was y'all outtake on this game? I know you wanted. I know who you wanted to win, Rich. I know you love C.J. Stroud. You hate Pat
mhm.
Mahomes. So we
Eight
know who you was
sacks.
rooting for.
8 sacks.
Yeah,
The
the
Chiefs had
Chiefs.
8 sacks against
Let me
CJ
see. Let me
Stroud.
say something real quick. Can I
Go
do
ahead,
the
Rich.
first? Do I have the
Yeah, go
honors?
ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, so y'all know who I like this game. My whole take on KC was coming in this season, they were winning games, but the same result that happened this regular season happened in this playoff game as far as officiating goes. And how those games are playing out definitely takes a toll on the team as far as the confidence of winning the game. Like it gets to a point where players are probably sitting there like, man, we can't even get a break. Like we can't even play football right now. But I feel like the Texans offensive line was not protecting CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud still put up good numbers, still did what he needed to do to keep them in the game. Like I said, the officiating was terrible. And I feel like the officiating had a factor on the players. And uh I feel like if the kicker makes what was those what three field goal attempts, three field goal
Yeah,
attempts, he makes those. They don't get certain bullshit calls. Like for example, that roughing the passer call that was called. That was terrible. That was terrible because
I don't
both
know.
defenders collided into each other,
They
and
led with
Pat
their
Mahomes
helmet.
was under them. I don't
Rich, they led with
understand
their
how
helmet.
it was helmet to
They
helmet.
they
It
did
was
lead
helmet
with
to
their helmets.
The
I
two players on the Texans
It's
hit each
tough.
other's helmet.
But the refs,
Oh,
when the refs don't know, they're told to throw the flag.
but what I'm saying is that's not a good call because Pat Mahomes wasn't even the one who really made that was in that collision for real. The two
They,
players, go watch the highlights. Watch it
I
right now
did. They
as
led
I
with
do
their
my take.
helmet. It was a helmet to helmet. They led with their helmet.
I'm
I seen
saying
it.
the
I was
two
watching the
Texans
game.
players hit each other. They didn't really hit Pat Mahomes. Go look at it.
I
Even
seen
the
it, but they
announcer said,
led.
even the announcer who was announcing the game was like, I don't really like that call. That wasn't a good call.
Troy
They
But
Aikman.
led.
That boy was fooling out on that
but this
broadcast.
No, I'm
this
not gonna.
game, the game now is to protect the quarterback. That's what they've done.
but I
So
know I understand that, but the same grace for Mahomes is not the same grace that every other quarterback gets. Let's be honest. Let's be
Now
real.
I agree.
Let's
that's a
be
But
fact.
that call,
let's be
but that
real.
call that you're talking about though, they led a hell. They led with their helmets, bro. That is a
Bro, it doesn't
personal
matter if you don't
foul.
make collision with the quarterback, bruh. What are you gonna call the
But
flag
they
on?
did. I'm not gonna lie though. They touched Mahomes a little bit, like,
A little bit.
and
So that's my point, bro. That's
and they
my
led with the
point.
helmet.
That's
I'm
my
agreeing.
point.
I agree with you too, Rich. I feel like Mahomes low key was dancing, low key was slowing down, and then he just dropped. And I feel like they shouldn't have called it for that reason. He slowed down and he kind of like it's like he drew the foul, like on some NBA stuff. Like he
Right.
knew he knew he knew they would call the foul. He dropped, and as soon as he dropped, they both came after
And
him.
this ain't the first time Mahomes done flopped or did some wig shit like that. And you
See,
know what I'm
You seen you
saying?
seen you
he
seen the flop. Go
he
ahead,
tried to
Jada.
Yes,
flop. Nah,
bro.
he tried to
Yes,
flop.
bro. So
The
I'm
flop on the sideline,
the
he
flop
ain't
on
getting
the
the call though.
sideline, like, come on, bro. But
And
to
I
continue my point, I feel like if we get a little bit of better officiating, Chiefs they came out they played Texans. I feel like they surprised a lot of people. They should have been playing like this during the regular season, but they just weren't ready, bro. They weren't disciplined enough.
exactly.
A
Kicker
lot
got
of
to make those.
injuries.
A lot of injuries. Stephon Diggs out.
Tank
That
Dell
young boy
gone.
out. Who's the other receiver? Young boy.
Tank Dell.
Tank
Tank
Dell.
Dell.
You know what I'm saying? Injuries, man. And then again, just not disciplined enough. Still a young team. Still trying to figure it out. Those kicks, if those are made, officiating a little better. Texans had a chance, but it's
Nah, the
KC. It's
Texans.
KC's world right
Hey,
now, bro. It's KC's
Eh,
world
hey,
right now, bro.
hey, they weren't. Hey, yo, man, I ain't gonna lie. The Texans got hold a little bit, but as far as that call though, Rich, you got to remember they led helmet to helmet.
Jeez, you keep saying they led helmet to
I
helmet,
do, yo, I do, bro.
but
That's
they
a
have
personal
they
foul.
they have to make contact with the. They led helmet to
Not what the
helmet.
rule says. It's not
So
what the rule says.
listen. You're not listening. If two players are going in for a tackle, right? The quarterback, he's not trying to slide. He was trying to dance. He was trying to make something shake. That's why when the players went for the tackle, they collided with each other, and he just ended up being under them, and a slight head tap happened. It wasn't even anything major. That's not a call. That you don't call a flag on that. Roughing the passer right there is crazy. That's
Nah.
crazy, bro.
No,
I
I agree with you, but I'm saying the only thing, no, Rich. See, let me first off by saying this. I think it's a crazy call, but the only thing that justifies it is that they were leading with their head. That's it. That's it. That's
I,
all I was trying to say.
I feel like it could have went either way for sure. For sure,
Fact.
that call could have went either way. I
I
think
agree.
I think in this game officiating had a little bit to do with the game, but ultimately I think the Chiefs was going to win it regardless. Shout out to the Texans from the season, the regular season to the playoffs. I think they handled themselves well with the injuries they had, and I think next year they have
That
a
was a
lot
great,
of bright side coming into next year. A lot of bright side.
especially because
Um,
their division is ass. AFC
that
South.
too. They always probably gonna win that division. My last question on this game is: so we all know the Chiefs was 9.5. They had them winning by 9.5, and they was up 11 points at the end of this game. 14 seconds left. They decided they were gonna punt. They run they run into their end zone and take a safety to make it 9. A lot of bettors were not happy with this, and they said that Vegas made the call. How do y'all feel?
Hello,
I
it's Vegas. Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Eh,
we
Bounce.
all
Y'all know,
eh,
y'all know not to ask me questions like this, bro.
eh.
Y'all
Hey,
know
wait,
not to.
wait, can I
yeah.
start? Can
Rich
I
is the
start real quick?
philosopher. Go ahead, Cheese. You
Yo,
got the floor.
wait, let me start before you get your take, Rich. Rich,
Go ahead.
I'm a say the only reason why I don't think they called Vegas is it was the smartest decision to run the clock. It was the smartest decision to run the time. Bro, run till you get a safety. Okay, boom. That's about 7 to 11 seconds off the clock. Bang, bow, boop. They get 2 points. You punt the ball off. That's another 4 seconds. The ball hanging in the air. Boom, bang. Because the punt's different from a kick. Once you punt the ball off, time starts to run. So Andy Reid used his brain. I
How do
know
you
that
feel?
made the thing biggest call, but I'm just sorry to tell you, I don't think they did.
How you
Andy
feel,
Hello,
Reid,
Rich?
Andy Reid, Andy Reid
hello,
had Andy Reid had 100K on the game. Like,
hello, Vegas. Bookie. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Run that. Oh yeah, we got. Oh yeah, the under. Yeah, let's do it, man. Come
Yeah,
on, man. This I'm not gonna talk too much. Hey world, hey audience, y'all gonna get to know me, man. When I speak on shit like this, and this just being a business and money being involved, hey man, I'm not gonna speak too much. This is the first episode. We will follow up with my thought process, my philosophy, my ideology on how this shit goes. But y'all know what happened. Them boys called them people upstairs, bro, to get that cheese, dog. I'm not
Uh,
gonna say too much. My boy Jayden right here, he
Come
said
on, bro.
enough. I agree.
Come on, bro.
Them boys called them boys upstairs, bro.
Easy work.
You feel me?
Easy work.
ice up to all the 9.5 betters that took the Chiefs. That's very unfortunate.
I
I
don't
would have
agree.
broke my TV. I would have broke my
I
TV.
don't think they. I don't
No,
think Vegas called.
nah.
It was smart
I
on
think it was
Andy
a
Reid.
smart. I think it was a smart call by Andy Reid. I agree with you, but
Exactly.
it's just so suspicious.
Yeah,
It looks
it is.
it's
It
wild.
looks bad. It looks bad.
Everybody took Chiefs 9.5,
There's
bro.
no such thing as coincidences, dog.
Come on, bro.
Come on, G.
I don't know, bro.
You
It's
know
all
I'm
in
not a
God's
philosopher, but
plan,
I
bro.
believe Rich when he say everything was written on God. Come
I
on,
don't know,
boy.
bro. And
Come
yo,
on, boy.
bro. All jokes aside, though,
Game is done.
it was a
Game's
smartest
over.
thing. It was a smart thing to do for Andy Reid.
Yeah,
Hey, let's
because
be real.
he had bet the other side. That's
Nah,
why.
bro. No, let's keep it 100, bro.
He said I need my little ticket to hit too.
Bro, it's a guaranteed
These
seven
the
to
same
11
niggas
minute.
who said, wait, time out. These the same niggas who didn't start nobody against the Broncos talking about, bro, we would have competed, bro. We
Yeah.
wanted to compete. Man, get the
Come
fuck
on,
out of
bro.
here, bro.
Andy
Y'all
Reid
lost.
told
I
Andy
mean
Reid.
that's the smart.
Yeah.
That's the
That
smart
was
thing to do.
smart.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
See,
smart.
bro. Tone, I'm
Don't
sorry to tell you,
you
bro.
gotta lose to
No,
the
I'm
Broncos in
saying
there.
that, but I'm just saying
Yeah, bro.
my
You got
basically
to.
what I'm saying is people talk a lot and say they tell you what you want to believe. Is
Yeah,
basically
that's
what
true.
I'm saying. That's
Rich is
basically
right.
my
Nah,
simple
you are
take.
100% right.
All right, that ends up that wraps it up for the Chiefs and the Texans. What a wild series that was. We're gonna move on to a crazy game: the Ravens versus the Bills. Um, there was a lot of turnovers, a lot of ups and downs in this game. A lot of the Bills held the lead for most of the game. Josh Allen didn't put on an MVP performance. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens were able to move down the field, but they just weren't able to get the job done. A lot of people are blaming Lamar. A lot of people are blaming Mark Andrews. A lot of people are blaming the coach. Um, I just want to know y'all outtake. How much fault does Lamar get in this game? Like, what's going on with y'all?
50%. 50%.
Funky,
50%. He gets at least
funky.
half of the blame. He gets at least half of the blame.
I
Okay,
say
At,
60-40. I say
yeah,
60
no,
40.
no,
And
no,
this is
no,
why
no.
I say what I say the 60
Fact,
40, right?
fact.
60 which way though?
60 on the tight end, 40
Head.
on Lamar. No, 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 no,
Wait,
no.
no,
Respect,
this
respect.
game or
No.
total? This
This
game or
game,
total?
this
This
game.
game.
I think it's like 55-45. He turned the ball over twice. I know the weather played a big part, but he still turned the ball over.
He turned the
So who
ball
are you
over.
saying
I'll
has
give
the
you that.
most?
So I'm
Who?
going to say 60-40 because this is the
I'm with
first
you.
half of the game, right? That whole second half Lamar had was a recovery from what the fuck he just pulled the first half. You know what
I
I'm saying?
agree.
I'm not
Mark
taking nothing
Andrews
away
showed his
from the first
greatness.
half, right? But why I say 60-40? Because the tight end had those turnovers in the most detrimental moments of the game where you got to be great. You know what I'm saying? Those first half, that's why it's the first half. You go on a halftime, you talk to the coaches is talking to the team, everybody is politicking and okay, we got to understand this half, we got to come in and finish strong and win the game. You know what I'm saying? First
Fact.
half happened. It wasn't a blowout. Game was not over. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, when in those vital moments when um the tight end needed to come in and finish strong, he fumbled the ball. That was a detrimental play. But they still come back and still could bring the game even. Now it's hard because even when they score, they have to go for two. Like it's no other way. They have to go for two. The play call, I don't think that was a bad play call. Derrick Henry wasn't really having a great performance, but he also didn't get too many touches. But in this situation, the coach left it in Lamar's hand, and I feel like Lamar put it on the money. He put it on the money to where only the tight end could get it. The ball touched him in his hands. A fucking a fucking Pop Warner kid could have caught this ball. You had it. You had it. But it just wasn't enough. But then that just goes back to saying, never put yourself in those situations. I feel like Lamar Jackson, he definitely showed a level of maturity that I respect. He didn't put the blame on anybody. He took self accountability, and he didn't beat a dead horse while it was down. He didn't beat his teammate down. He uplifted him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go on live crying, acting ignorant, acting wild. So that just made me more of a fan of Lamar Jackson because he showed the world how much of a man he really is and how he could take accountability. And that right there goes a long way. So he got my respect. Salute to Lamar. It's only his next year will be season 8, right?
Yeah.
Season
believe
eight
Or was
or
this
so.
season
nine
8?
or
Yeah.
nine, one of those. I
Mm,
It's
mean,
8 or 9.
Peyton Manning didn't get his first ring till his ninth season. Jordan didn't get his ring till year
8th
7.
season. Yeah, 7, 8.
He got a lot of time, man, and he still move like this man is fresh. He still got fresh legs, man. Don't let this shit bring you down, bro. You got time, man. You're great. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody can be Pat Mahomes and come out the gate, winning at the level he's winning at. So it's all good, bro. Your time is coming. Keep being humble. Keep having the humility you're having, and I see nothing but greatness from Lamar Jackson, man. His
My
time is coming.
my
Rich, I
boy
agree with
Jayden.
you, Rich. Rich, I
What you
agree with you, but we're not gonna act like he ain't had the chances to get there. It
I'm
sucks
not
so
saying
bad
no,
to
no, no.
say
I'm
that.
not saying
It
that.
sucks
But what
so
I'm
bad to
saying
say
is
that.
it's only year 9. He's gotten to the AFC Championship. We all know the funny thing is, and I know when I say this, I'm getting off of football, but a lot of people been comparing Lamar Jackson to James Harden, Joel Embiid. But Lamar Jackson got to the AFC Championship. Joel Embiid hasn't even got out the second round. We gonna stick on football,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna let that take away his greatness, and I'm not gonna let that take away from him almost getting over the hump. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you want to know why
This
it's comparable?
Hold on. It is comparable, but it's not comparable at the same time with the Joel
The
Embiid
star
shit because
players got
Joel hasn't got
MVPs.
out the second. Listen, Lamar Jackson had the opportunity last year to get there. We all know what happened. Throwing in the triple coverage, nut shit, doing crazy
Yeah.
shit. Shit got
So
spunky. Shit got spunky. But I'm not gonna take up too much because I know everybody else got to talk. I just want to end my take by saying Lamar Jackson, you got some years ahead of you, but you don't got too many years left before people start putting you in those Dan Marino conversations, Tony
damn,
Romo conversations, like shit like
damn.
that. We don't want that, Lamar. You come from that backyard, my boy. We trying to see a real one get one.
We
You
we
feel
want to
me?
see Lamar greatness for sure. Jayden, you silent over there, and I know you hurting the most. This is a Ravens fan, y'all, and he's been through agony these past couple years. Really, all of Lamar's career. How much fault does he get in this game, Jayden? Like, this is your quarterback. What we talking about, man?
I think Rich had a really good estimate on the percentage. For time and beyond, the quarterback is always going to take most of the blame. He's the
Yeah,
sole heart leader of the team. He has the ball. It starts with him, finishes with the quarterback. So, is it sickening to say yes? But at the end of the day, you gotta look yourself in the mirror. When you fuck up and move on, we go out and we get there and we get points and a very efficient first drive to say the least. And then he
very.
comes out and throws to Casper the Ghost. I understand it was white out there, but it's like, what are we doing? The fumble, you could blame it on him. To me,
Blame
that's
it on the
more of a
center.
horrible play. It's just a horrible situation of the outcome of the play that gives them very good red zone, distance to get points off of. Now the game's 14-7. There's a little momentum going their way, and ultimately 21-10 into the half. His second half of the football game was the Lamar Jackson we were seeing the entire year, and he brought them into position to where the game still could be won. So was it Was it all on him? Majority. Is this a team game? You're fucking right. And at the end of the day, Rich said Mark Andrews caught a ball and went backwards and got poked. What are we doing? Get down.
Get down, buddy.
Then at the end of the day, yes, make the catch, but then you look at the coaching. Why did Derrick Henry only have 16 carries on the night? Why aren't we
16
giving our two? Why aren't we giving our
yards.
225-pound running back a chance to run the ball at the two? Even if you don't want to do it there, why didn't we run the ball for the first 2-point conversion and then try to throw a pass, or vice versa? Try to throw a pass, it didn't work. Run the ball in the next one. We went 0 for 2 on 2-point conversions, and ultimately that lost us the game. On top of the turnovers Lamar had early, which was more than he had really the entire season. Two first half turnovers, and I think he finished the year before the playoffs started with maybe 3 or 4. So
Yeah. My my
Maybe
my
lackluster
answer
perform. Yeah,
my
go
an-
ahead, Tom.
my answer on this is gonna be 30% Lamar, and then it's gonna be 50% Mark Andrews, and then I go 20% coaching. Lamar definitely threw them out of the game in the first half. I think he started off like you said, efficient. That first drive, I was like, okay, we
Too
finna have a
easy.
game. We finna have a game here. But the weather kicked in a little bit. I think the weather on that interception had a part to do with his throwing. His hands ain't the biggest, and I just think it might have slipped a little bit. And then that fumble, I think you got to throw the ball out, but you can't really blame him too much. He got a high
He went
snap.
forward, went backwards,
Yeah,
tripping,
he
to
caught
say
that
the
snap
He
least.
in
tried to
the
make
game.
something happen. I I I want to talk about that interception he threw real quick, and I'm gonna
yeah,
let you have the floor, Tone. But I believe he said he was looking for a route, and
yeah.
he was expecting the receiver to be at that spot. But you just can't, as a quarterback. It's just about that's what we talk about with decision making, patience, stuff like that. And ultimately, the receiver wasn't there, so he threw a Stevie, he threw a stick, bro, and
Right.
that was crazy. That was
That was
crazy,
crazy.
but that's what we talked about last season, man, against
Exactly.
KC. Just those types of plays cannot happen, and I just feel like after that happened, Baltimore got into the mindset, and when you say coaching, I agree. I wish I would have thought about that, but that's a great point you made, Tone. Goes back to coaching and the play calling. They, you could tell that they felt they had the pressure on their heels, so they just ultimately went all the way away from the run. And you got the second best running back in the league, man. You gotta come on.
Even
Oh,
even
oh, yeah.
that with that being said, they put themselves in a position to have to go away from the run being down so
Right,
early.
right, right.
So at the end of the day, it is coaching, but it started with Lamar. Did he damn sure finish it? I think so. But at the end of the day, you could blame the weather, you could blame Lamar, you could blame Mark Andrews, you could blame coaching. We fucking lost. We
Let's
ain't
not
came
blame the weather.
through.
At the
And at the
at the
end of
end
the
of
Let's
the
not
day,
day,
blame the. Let's not
it,
blame
it the
the weather.
job didn't get done, man, and on
nope.
so many levels. And really, if we wanted to cut it short, turnover margin.
Yeah,
We had a
it
chance to
was.
win. We had a chance to win with a heavy loss on the turnover margin, 3-0. We turned the ball over 3 times. Still had a chance to tie the game and go
Yeah.
in overtime.
And your quarterback turned over the ball 2 out of 3 times. That's
Out of
still
all
wild.
that, out of all
Your
that
quarterback
selling
did.
that happened throughout the entire game, it is no one's fault but everybody. So
That's a fact.
I don't-
First half was bad, but I gotta say Lamar Jackson in the second half, like you said, showed that MVP style of play. He got right, and
That
yeah.
nigga said.
Um, my next question is gonna be: would you rather see Derrick Henry get the ball for the 2-point conversion?
I don't
yes,
know. Can I go first? Let me go
I
first.
got. Hold on,
Cause I
just
I
just
took
cause
lots
it'll
of
be
notes on
quick.
this tone. Go ahead,
Just
Jayden.
cause
Go ahead,
it'll
Jayden.
be quick. Like I said earlier, you passed it the first time. Give it to your tank the second time. Vice
Facts.
versa. At the end of the day, just give him a shot. What are you gonna lose? You had nothing to lose when you threw it to Mark Andrews. Give him a chance. You paid the man. Give him a chance. That's all I could say.
I'm looking at
Downhill
the play.
in
Let
the
me go, Rich.
snow,
No,
Yeah,
let me
yeah, I
go,
got
Rich.
you.
downhill in the snow. We running. And, I saw something today. I love watching the media, man. Get that man the short side of the field, bro. Ran a rollout to the short side of the field, bro. You know what I'm saying? In the snow, buddy.
Terrible.
You know what I'm saying? Give it to him.
Yeah.
Give it to our 6'3" running back.
All
Really,
right, let
just
me go.
jump
Let me
over the
go.
line and go get them 2 points. Like, I don't know, bro. I
I'm
don't know
about to
what. I don't
push
know.
up. Doesn't that remind you of the Marshawn Lynch call in the Super Bowl? You got the best running back. Well,
And
at the
throw a
time,
pick.
they also had the best red zone running back. Marshawn Lynch was the best red zone running back that year.
How many times we've been giving the ball to Derrick Henry on the 1 or 2 yard line this
Yo,
year?
bro, that is so fucking crazy that they
We
didn't
was
give
scared
him
of
the
the Bills'
fucking
defensive line.
ball.
I don't know, bro. It's just so
Hey,
And
I'm
questionable.
gonna let y'all finish because
I'm done.
it's
I'm
so
done.
it's so
I'm
crazy.
shitty,
I
but
think I think them 16 carries are more on coaching than on
did
anything.
we not did we not learn nothing from last year?
No, we
Not
did.
running
No,
the
no,
ball.
you're right. You're right,
Like
Jayden. No,
what
no,
what are
no
we
bullshit.
doing, man? Then we go pay
You're
a running
right.
back and he only had 16 touches. That's what? That's an average of 4 touches per quarter. What are we doing?
76 yards. I think he
What
only
are we
had
doing?
76 yards. He
What are we
didn't even
doing,
have 80
man?
yards.
King Henry, 1,900 yards on the season.
Yeah, I
Can't get
agree.
2 points.
I
um
agree with you.
when y'all talk about the Marshawn Lynch situation, making the comparison, I kind of put those two situations in a different bracket only because this was a 2 point conversion. It was one play. They had only one chance. I believe when Marshawn Lynch had the opportunity to, or not Marshawn Lynch, but when Seattle had the opportunity to score in the Super Bowl, I think that it was third down. They had two opportunities. I think it was third down. Am I right in that
Marshawn Lynch.
situation? Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Was
I
it
think it was
third
third
down?
down. Third down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they had two chances. Pete Carroll, that was terrible. But in
That
this
was horrible.
situation, they had one opportunity to score. It's a 2 point conversion. I don't even think they were as close as Seattle was close to the goal line. But I just feel that I understand you got Derrick Henry. I think they were expecting Derrick Henry to get the ball. They had it stacked. Not Marshawn Lynch. Lamar Jackson on the rollout, smart. We know Lamar can move. I think Lamar made the right decision. The ball was good.
His greatness got
I
sold.
was sitting there watching like you feel me? Like he scored. I'm
Yep.
like, whoa.
Yep.
His greatness got
Nigga
sold,
bobbled
Rich.
he bobbled that shit. I said, no way,
Suck
bro.
suck the life out of the
He
stadium.
fell in the end zone like if
That's
he
all you
catches that ball, it's
all you had to do was fall down.
He sold
Like,
Lamar's greatness, bruh.
he
Lamar's
did,
greatness
bro.
got sold.
but if
He
we
did.
being honest, Lamar ain't set them up for that. We wouldn't have been in a position to go
That's
in the
true.
tie. So
I agree.
like like y'all
But
said and
I
like
guess the
everybody
question
said, that blame is so everywhere, what you want to call it, and another year of us not getting it done. So very disappointing.
The question, answering Tone's question, do I think it was a bad play call or not? I honestly don't think that was a bad play call because it was there.
Me
It was
either.
there. It was
But it
on the
but it
money.
reminds you.
You got to catch that, my G. You got to, bro.
Oh no, it
Gotta
reminds
Yeah.
you
gotta
though.
catch those.
It reminds you though of the Super Bowl though. You got the best running back potential of the NFL that season in the red zone. What are we
Word.
talking about? What are we talking about?
You can look at it
Yeah.
from all types of angles, dog. Weather,
Yeah.
why are we not running it because of the snow? Why are we look at the end of the day? And then, like Rich said, we got a little boot action. They think we finna give it to Derek, flat route, butt booty
That's why
naked,
that was open. That's why that was
butt
That
open.
flat
that's
flat
what I'm
flat
saying.
route,
That's
flat
why
route is
that was
butt
open.
naked.
I agree with you,
All
Rich.
buddy,
That's
all
why that
buddy
was
got to
open.
do, he ain't even got to catch it with his, you know what I'm saying? He just and fall backwards. So it's just, it's a lot, man. It's a lot to digest. I'm a Ravens fan, you know.
Pause.
And that
Pause.
that that was a heartbreaking. That was very heartbreaking. I got a couple more questions here. We can make it real brief. Who
Make
deserves
it
the
brief, man. We
MVP? Is
gotta wrap it up
Lamar?
for the fans, man. We gotta wrap it up for the fans.
Lamar.
Wrap it
Don't
up for
take
my
too much of
mental
their
health.
life
Lamar,
away.
Lamar,
You feel
Lamar
me?
had better regular season stats than
I
Josh,
think
but
I think my regular season merchant still deserves MVP, man. I love my guy. I know he fell short of a Super Bowl, but when you look at the production, when you look at the mindset he's got, it's greatness, and he's great. Glaze, call it what you want. It is what it is, bro.
I'm with you, Jayden.
I'm gonna make a brief statement.
Lamar Jackson can get it done. He can throw it. He's shown it. Like Zay Flowers. Wait, this is a playoff game without Zay Flowers too. Our
That's
best
true.
weapon, one of our
Yeah,
best
for
Missing
sure.
weapons,
missing
For
Zay.
and
sure.
he showed that. Even though when we're down, I'm gonna fight. I could do this. I'm Lamar Jackson. I am the
Big facts.
MVP. So
So, so Tone, I know we talked about basically as far as this game goes,
Who win?
if
If whoever wins the
whoever wins MVP.
wins MVP.
Now, I don't want to go back on that because I still believe, hey man, them boys was fighting. Whoever won came out. But if we're talking on a realist point, Josh Allen, he didn't really play as well as Lamar Jackson did. And if they tie it up, they go overtime. We still don't know who wins the game.
Yeah,
But
we don't.
Josh Allen didn't really show a lot in this game either.
Um,
But he just did
that's
enough to
No, no,
win.
wait. Let me go to him real quick.
He did enough to win. Who do I like? The question is, who still deserves MVP?
Hey, yo,
yeah.
Rich. First of
Who do you
all,
think
as
deserves
far
it?
as this game, Lamar deserves it. He had a better regular season, but as far as this game,
Lamar Jackson
no,
deserves
he
it.
does. He does. No, no, no.
I'm
He
gonna go
definitely does.
Lamar. If
He
Josh
definitely
Allen
does.
played and acted an ass, you know what?
But
I gotta
nah,
rock with
nah,
bruh.
nah.
Cause
Yeah, but let's talk
we
about this
said
game.
you know what we talked about, Tone. We said whoever
But
wins, yeah.
no, no, we all said that though. We
Yeah.
all three
Facts,
of us,
facts, facts.
all
Oh
three of us
yeah,
said
we all
whoever
talked
wins.
about that.
But, but, but as far as regular season, if we just took the numbers, Lamar did better. But as far as this game, Josh Allen turned into the quarterback he needed to be. He
I
turned
agree.
into a check down quarterback.
I
They
agree.
locked in.
He didn't do too much.
But the
He didn't
only
do
he
too
reason
played
much.
why
he played a very clean game.
yeah, the only
Yeah.
reason why the Ravens came back the second half is one part is the Bills started playing conservative this shit. They started to try
Word.
to chew the clock. They tried to play conservative. But go ahead, Tone. Let's move this up.
Yeah, nah. I believe Lamar Jackson deserves it this year.
Playing
Like Rich said,
conservative.
if
Jeez, we stopped
if
them on 2 3 and outs, Genki.
Bro, the
Two three
Bills
and outs
started
early.
playing conservative. Bro, if you don't
I
think
don't
the
like
Bills
that.
started playing conservative,
I think they were still
then
playing,
then we're
brother.
on a whole different move.
I think
If
they
they
were still
started
playing,
playing
brother.
conservative,
We had two early 3 and outs, got the
bro,
ball back, got
we're
points on the
talking about
board.
Josh Allen would have been letting it fly.
They were
The
never
game
they were never
started
it was
getting
never conservative. The
bro,
game was
the
never
game
over.
started getting closer and closer and closer, and they still were throwing check
You
down.
can't accomplish 3 and outs without throwing the ball. That's not playing
Bro,
conservative. And of course they're
bro,
gonna play check down game. It's the snow. No one was really we didn't have a lot of explosive plays, though we had some, just like them. Nah,
if
man,
you
they didn't
don't
check
think
out.
they
They didn't
play
check out that
conservative,
game to slow that
if
game
you
down
don't
to play
think they play
conservative, man.
conservative, me and you were watching
I
the
feel
game
like they played I feel like to
after the
Cheese's
second
point,
half.
they were
Second
running the
half.
ball more. They were running the ball more than you guys. I mean, they were in the position to kind of play more strategic than y'all as far as
For
Exactly.
sure.
play calling goes.
Exactly. The second
Yeah.
half, bro, they were playing conservative, bro.
yeah, I think Lamar deserves the MVP. And I don't think we should put a lot of blame on Josh Allen not performing the way he did in the regular season, just because of the fact, like y'all said, the Ravens gave the Bills the ball in their territory a lot and put the Bills in a lot of good positions. So Josh didn't have to do much, and they were eating on the run. They were eating James Cook, Josh Allen, whoever wanted to run, they was running, and Josh Allen didn't have to do much. I think Josh Allen played a great game, didn't turn the ball over, and ultimately that's what won them the game. But give me MVP Lamar again. Let me see him with 3 MVPs. He can't get the Super Bowl, so let's give him an
Yeah,
MVP.
let's give
Fuck
them
it.
that. Fuck it.
Let's
Please,
give let's
My
give him
boy
that.
bring
My
home,
last
Dan
bring something
Marino.
home, man. Please bring something
my
home.
last question
Come on,
is:
man. Let's get it.
will Lamar get over that hump? He's going into his
Yes,
8th season. A lot of the greats didn't get their ring until around this time. So will he be able to ever get over this hump? We're ready
yes.
to see it.
It's
I think
inevitable.
with the addition and the like this. So we got the first year. Derrick Henry is coming on his last contract year with the Ravens. After this, he's a free agent again. So we either gonna re-sign him or he's gonna skedaddle.
Yeah,
If he
Super Bowl.
skedaddles, I don't see him winning shit.
yeah.
And
But
I think he's gonna go get a Super Bowl to keep his running back in Baltimore, man.
Word.
So I think
so
he'll get over the hump, man.
I pray he gets over the hump.
I pray.
I pray now.
And I hope Marlon Humphrey sorry ass get
Now,
up out of there since he hating and shit, talking about some guys not want to be. He was getting cooked all season, and then you started playing decent. Like, what we talking about,
I ain't gonna
man,
lie, he
bro?
pulled
this
out
my
in that fucking interview.
Like, come on, bro. You don't want to be here. You don't got to be here, bro. You
yeah,
ain't do
yeah,
nothing
yeah. You
for us,
want some
bro.
nut
Go
shit.
ahead, crash out on that nigga, Jayden.
Like, what's up with him, bro? I really go out there and fry him my damn self. Sorry.
I got a controversial take, but I won't go too deep off into the rabbit hole about the take that I'm about to say.
Yes,
I
you
Yeah,
do.
want I want Lamar Jackson to win a ring. Is it inevitable? Is that's where
Yes,
I'm on the
yes.
fence.
It is. It is.
I'm gonna let you get your shit off, G. I got you. But where I say, is it inevitable? Have we ever seen a person like Lamar Jackson as far as character goes? The
No,
presentation,
no,
win a ring. Are they gonna
no.
let a
Fuck, I knew he was
real
about to say that.
NIGGA
I knew he was about to say that. I knew he was
32
about to say that.
32 teeth with grills? We're talking quarterback. We ain't talking
Oh,
receiver.
this
Hold
my
on, hold on,
favorite
hold
one.
on, hold
This
on.
my favorite one.
let him
My
land his
dog.
plane.
No,
You feel
he
My
wait.
you feel me?
dog.
You
My dog.
feel so will the NFL change their ways being a plantation league? Will they change their ways and let Lamar Jackson get what all real ones want to see happen? Will it happen? I don't know. Do
I
I
think
want
All
he.
it to
I
right.
think
happen? I do. Coming from what we
yeah.
come from and how we are, you know what I'm saying? Every real
This is
one wants to.
philosopher rich, y'all.
You feel me? But this is controversial. But motherfuckers got to
Yeah,
feel this right now.
I feel you
Will the
though.
NFL
Whoa.
let this happen? Hey, to be continued.
You're
To
reaching.
be
You're
continued.
reaching.
They won't. They
You got
won't
something
let
to
it
say on this,
happen.
Cheese?
Yeah, yo, Rich. As far as you say, the NFL won't let it happen, but I think it's inevitable. He's gonna force it some way, somehow, on some AI shit.
Will he
And
clean up like suit and tie,
yeah, no, 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 no,
like
no. He
clean up
gonna
the
give the
image to
league.
get
No, 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 no. He
lit
gonna give the league no choice.
Lamar
He
have
gonna
to
give
AI?
clean
them
up
no
Let
the
choice.
image for the
clean
ring.
up the image to get the ring.
Yo, he gonna give them no choice but to clean up and get the ring, bro.
He
He
might
gonna
get
give.
there. He might get there. Let Allen Iverson, Cam Newton. He might get. He might. We might see him there. But
Yeah,
will
no,
he get
yeah.
it? He might have to clean the
Oh
image
my
up. I don't
god.
know. Hey, yo, listen.
Yo,
History
nah, it's
repeats,
crazy.
Rich.
Yo,
You
it's
feel
crazy.
me?
Yes. Nah, Rich, I'm with you.
History
Rich, I'm
repeats
with you.
itself.
Hey,
Rich, I'm with you. Rich, I'm with you. You know me, I'm on that same shit as you. I don't think the NFL lets him get a ring unless he starts cleaning it up. He he post game interview after every game, motherfucking yo, I mean, obviously he gives back to the community, but on some, when I say give back to the community, I'm talking about on some humiliating type shit. Like that's the only way the NFL gonna give it to him, bro. He gonna have to clean up the whole act. No more. I don't want to say and call it the ski mask over here, but I'm gonna call it the right shit. No more
The
I can't
shiesty.
say that word. Yeah, no more Shicey, no more Bella Convita over his face. No more of that shit. He gonna have to clean
No
it
more
up totally.
BVS's.
Yeah,
no
yeah,
more
none of
bust
that.
down.
None of that. None of
You
that.
feel
None
me?
of
So
that. None of
ultimately,
that.
Lamar Jackson got to clean up his act to get a ring,
Yeah.
and that is what
Yeah.
it is. That wraps it up for the Ravens versus Bills. Ice up Lamar Jackson, but most importantly, ice up Mark Andrews. I'm
I
praying for
straight
you because I know
again.
you're hurting, dog. You still had a pretty good game, 63 yards, but man, you sold, bro. You really did. But
Yeah, you
we'll
sold the
see them
bag,
next year,
buddy.
and I think Lamar will get one. To answer my own question, I think he will get one eventually. All the greats get at least one, right? Aaron Rodgers, most of them, most of them, most of them get one. So yeah, what we say is Lamar, go ahead, put on that suit and tie for sure.
For
Um,
surely.
Did
we
he just
gonna go
leave?
ahead and get in. We're gonna go ahead and get into the NFC and AFC championship predictions.
Wait, hold on.
Um,
My bad to cut you off, Tone.
yeah,
Did he just leave?
Yeah, I think he
yeah, he
Oh,
left.
might.
y'all
I
still.
don't. Yeah, he left.
Oh,
If he
I
joins
bet.
back up, I'll put him back in here. But he left.
I bet,
I don't
bet,
know what
bet, bet.
happened, but that I
It's
think
all
that was
good.
the last topic for him. He got the Ravens off. I think he gone. So this is us. NFC Championship predictions. We got Chiefs versus the Bills. We've seen a lot of great games from these two teams. Patrick Mahomes has Josh Allen number in the playoffs. Uh, Patrick Mahomes is 3-0 against Josh Allen in the postseason. Um, I think the greatest game I ever seen was when they gave the ball to Pat Mahomes with 13 seconds left, down three. He was able to go get three, go to overtime, and win it.
Yeah, that was nutty.
They even changed the overtime rule with that game because now the new rule is if one person scores, the other team
The
has a
other
chance to
person
go
gets a
score as
chance to
well.
win, which is kind
So,
of
and it was
whack.
because of that game. Josh Allen went
Yeah,
out in terrible fashion. The question is, will he be able to beat Patrick Mahomes? The Chiefs are looking to three-peat, something that's never been done in the NFL. History is on the line here, and Josh Allen just never got it done. Does the Bills have what it takes to beat Pat Mahomes this
They
go
do.
round?
They do. They
I
do.
agree, Cheese.
They do.
I'm gonna let you finish
But
though.
let's sit here and talk. As far as history is spoken, that shit ain't gonna happen. This shit's scripted, bro. That shit is scripted, bro. I'm sorry to tell you, bro. That shit is scripted, man, my nigga.
So we
Like,
calling the
but
script.
We
I'm
calling the
calling it the
script
script. I call them going to the Super Bowl but losing.
Cinderella story. Taylor
Yeah,
Swift out there with Caitlin Clark type shit.
yeah, type shit, type shit.
Illuminati.
But yeah, I'm gonna just keep it 100. But as far as this game, I don't think the Bills are gonna play against the refs as much as the Texans will, because Josh Allen is a superstar in this league. I think we're gonna have a good game in our hands.
I
A
feel
real
like
close game.
I feel like we're gonna have a great game this Sunday coming up, man. I feel like you know me, man, when it comes to shit like this, because the script be the script, dog, you know. But in this instance, Josh Allen coming off of a controversial MVP season, I feel like this is Josh Allen's year at the same time. Like
I
it's
agree.
usually I could gauge like we as a whole, we could gauge when some script shit's going. But in this case, it's kind of hard for me to really pinpoint if that's going off just off of the strength of Josh Allen coming off the season he's coming off of and getting over the hump of being a fucking turnover maestro
Merchant.
merchant. Like, you know, he's coming off of a season that I believe can get him to the promised land. You know what I'm saying? I think that the Bills have a good chance to get to that bowl. I feel like the game can go in either or's hand. Um, I know you were saying Patrick Mahomes against Josh Allen, 3-0 in the
Postseason.
postseason. But at the same time, in the regular season, I think Josh Allen has his number. So these two are definitely two competitors. You can even say rivals. Obviously, Pat Mahomes has it over him. I think the best three quarterbacks in the league is Pat Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Josh Allen. Um, as of right now, currently. So
So fuck
I
Lamar.
I'm tripping. I'm tripping.
Joe Burrow, Joe Burrow,
Lamar
Lamar.
Jackson's probably Lamar Jackson is I don't know. Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow, you could go either or. Joe Burrow been
Yeah.
to a Super
Why?
Bowl.
This
What do you mean
season?
why? I'm
This
saying
season?
no, I'm saying in general. I'm saying
All right,
yeah,
all right,
in
my
general.
bad, my bad, my bad.
Yeah, my bad. Thank you, Tone. Caught me lacking. Those four though, they're
Yeah,
rivals. Of course, Pat
all
Mahomes is at the
AFC.
top. All AFC. They're fighting for that spot. And Josh Allen coming in this game, of course, going 0-3 against him. He got every reason and all the energy to come in this game and want to get that one, man. Because if he goes 4-0 against this man, cancel Christmas, dog. Zip him up. I don't want to talk about Josh Allen, bro. You got to get it done. You have to
He
get it
does
done. This Sunday,
for
you got
sure.
to get it done, doggy. Because if you don't get it done, bro, talks about you even being in that discussion, bro. You're going out like what's bruh's name? But bruh actually went to the Super Bowl. Kelly, back in the 90s, bruh. I
Oh,
can't think
damn,
of his
Jim.
first
damn,
name.
damn.
Jim Kelly. You're
Jim
going out
Kelly.
like
Yeah,
Jim
yup.
Kelly, but not going to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Jim Kelly went 0-4 in the Super Bowl, but dog, you ain't even getting there, bruh. So come on, dog. Time is now for the Bills. I feel like if they don't get it done this season, they're not going to get it done at all. So
Do you get it?
Word.
Do you give him credit for making it there though?
Yeah, of
who?
course.
Oh, Jim Kelly getting there?
No, in
Uh,
general.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen
Yeah,
getting to the AFC Championship?
gotta
Yeah,
give
do
him
you give him
credit.
credit?
Gotta
Do
give
you
him
give him,
credit for that. But shit, what do we, man? We're talking about ships. Win the ship, bro. Niggas ain't we're
now I'm just
niggas
asking
not
you. Now I'm
niggas.
just asking
Oh,
you.
oh, for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I give him a little respect, but the type of person I am, I give the utmost respect to the ones who get to the bowl and win. I
Yeah.
want to
I agree.
win.
So Josh
I don't
Allen
know.
does have a monkey on his back coming into this game 0-3 against the Chiefs. I think history repeats itself, and I think history will repeat itself again. Um, Back in the day, the Bills made the Super Bowl like 3 to 4 times, didn't win any of them. The Bills
Take
are
it.
known just to go out sad, and
Yeah.
honestly, 13 seconds left. You give Pat Mahomes the ball to get down the field in 13 seconds. That's like you went out the worst way you could ever go out. They knew what it felt like to make it to the Super Bowl in 13 seconds. That all changed. It's just like history is gonna repeat itself again, I think, this Sunday. Well, do we want to see Pat Mahomes lose? We do, but I don't think the Bills have enough. The Ravens were able to stay in that game with 3 turnovers while the Bills had none. I don't think that the Chiefs will turn the ball over 3 times. The Bills defense will literally have to play an outstanding game, force turnovers, and all that stuff just to win this game. And I just don't think it's going to happen. I think with the roster the Chiefs have conducted this year and what the Bills have done with their roster, I just think the Chiefs have a little bit more. They did a lot more in the offseason with their roster. And really, the talks before the season was, will the Bills win their division? But now, obviously, they played a hell of a season. But I honestly think it's going to be the same results as all the other years. Pat Mahomes going to get to this bowl. Will he win it? I don't know, but he'll have a chance at this three-peat. It's never been done. I do have a question for y'all, though, because if we being real, the Bills have put the Chiefs in these situations. And what I say is this year they traded they traded their pick in the first round to give to the Chiefs. They got the fastest player ever in the NFL Combine, Xavier Worthy.
Mm-hmm.
Back in 2017, this is why all this shit is happening. Back in 2017, the Bills traded with the Chiefs, the 10th pick. Guess who they picked? With the 10th pick, the Chiefs got Pat Mahomes. The Bills gave him Pat Mahomes. Now, mind you, the Bills got three Pro Bowlers off of the picks from the trade. My question is, if you could go back in time, if you go back in 2017, will you still make that same trade? Give them the 10th pick and take your 3 Pro Bowlers and try to flip the script.
But then again, does Pat Mahomes do the same? Does he still does he still give the same performance? Does he still do the same thing under the Bills franchise? Does he still do the same thing under the same coaching staff?
We would
But
never know.
we would never know. But if I'm simplifying this and not going too deep off in the rabbit hole, of course, take the 10th pick, man. This man is a 2-time Super Bowl champion.
So don't give him that. Don't give him
Don't
that
give it.
pick.
And if you know, I'm not saying that the Bills aren't successful with Josh Allen, but they're not successful champions. They're
Yeah,
winning,
yeah,
but
they're
they're not
successful.
champion. They're not champions. So if we're simplifying that my answer, then yeah, we're not giving them that pick. Let's
Yeah, bro.
let's take the go to this the best of this generation as far as quarterbacks. Let's have him. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with
But
Rich. We hopping in the time
I'm
traveling
with
bag.
you.
We going back to 2017, and we're not giving the Chiefs that 10th pick.
I
That
especially
agree.
being in the same division, come on,
give
man.
they
Yo,
didn't know
White's
Pat
not even
Mahomes.
on the
Go
White's
ahead.
not even on the Bills anymore. He's on the Ravens. Tre'Davious White's on the Baltimore Ravens right now. Towards ACL in 2021. If we're really looking at it, it wasn't worth it.
That's true. Honestly, it wasn't worth it because Pat Mahomes became what he became in that system, and because if we're being real, the Chiefs have stood in the Bills' way every time. They're three and
Every
zero
time.
against. They're 3-0 against them. So if we're going back in 2017, we're taking that trade away, and we're either picking someone else or we doing something. We letting Pat Mahomes go to a different team with that pick. My last question for y'all is: where does Pat Mahomes rank if he three-peats this year, all time?
Two,
Two. Y'all still got him two behind
Right
Brady.
behind Tom Brady.
I
I
still
can't
got
do
him
it, bro.
behind Brady.
I can't
Now,
do it, bro.
my
And
reasoning on that.
I'm a New
Go ahead,
England
Cheese.
native. I'm a New England native, and I fucking hate Tom Brady. But
I hate him.
can't dismiss greatness. Can't
Yeah.
My
dismiss
thing
greatness.
is that is a great accolade to have. He'll be the
Hell
first
yeah.
quarterback to ever do that. You know what I'm saying? That's great. That's a great accolade to try and put him over Brady. If he
Facts.
continues to win off of those three peats in his
Yeah.
career, then we got something to talk about.
For sure.
But
But he still got he still got to do some more.
he still got 7 rings and what, 3 more Super Bowl appearances after that.
Yeah.
18-1 season. Tom Brady almost went undefeated. So I want to say something, right?
Hmm.
Just how we almost seen the Patriots go undefeated. We're
Yeah.
getting we may see a chance for Pat Mahomes to make history.
Hmm.
Will he make history? We thought Tom Brady might make history. That's why it's such a good
It's a good
topic of
storyline.
discussion. You know what
That's
I'm
a
I said
saying?
that
great
15
story.
minutes ago.
So like
When history's time to be made, it's never made.
you feel me?
Mm,
So
It's
that's
never
why
made.
I don't know if I answered. I like the Bills this Sunday, and I you
I do
okay.
know
too.
it
I
might
do
sound
too.
biased. It kind of is biased. Mahomes, nigga. But you feel me?
So
Will
you going
history?
with Bills?
I'm going with Bills,
I'm going
and
with those.
I'm saying will he? What was the question was will he three-peat?
No.
I
No, no.
don't.
What? Where does he rank if he does
Oh,
three
where does he
peat?
rank? Yeah. He still ranks
Two.
behind Brady.
Two.
It's still Brady has 7 rings and 3 more Super Bowl appearances,
18
I
to
believe.
1.
18-1.
18.
He
Yeah.
lost. He lost to
He
Philly.
didn't win that one though.
Now he didn't win. He lost to New
He lost
York.
to a backup
He
quarterback
lost
though.
to New York twice, and then he lost to a backup quarterback. But that's 10 Super Bowl appearances.
Yeah, 10.
Seven,
That's
That's
10.
seven
tough.
for
It's
seven for
greatness.
three. Seven for
Seven
three.
for
That's
three.
greatness. So we
Greatness.
gotta
The
we gotta
Eagles are
see
hot.
more. That's that's
I
that's all.
I as much as I'm an Eagles fan, I give Tom Brady a pass on that one. The play
Yeah, it
calling
was
in
a
that
great
game was
game.
fucked
It
up.
was just
It was a
it was a
great
shootout.
game. No, it
Yeah, it
was a
was.
shootout, but I also think coaching on that end was fucked up by the OCs. They should have never called that Wildcat play with Tom Brady at that time in the
You got to
game.
catch it.
You
I
got to
mean, I
catch
get
it.
it. You got to catch it. That
No,
pass
no,
to
I
Tom
get it.
Brady, you
I
got to
get
catch
it.
that.
No,
That
no,
was
I get
Yeah.
that.
easy.
No, no, I
You
agree.
got
I
to catch
agree.
that.
I agree. I agree. But timing, he wasn't ready for that shit.
For
But
sure.
man, it's crazy, and we'll wrap things up after this. But to go to the Super Bowl 10 times is just
That's
insanity, man.
it is. It
But
is.
to do what Pat
We don't
Mahomes
see
is
it.
doing at
It's
the
also
age
insanity.
it's actually it's insanity. So, to answer your question, Tone, I still rank them second, but it's a close race. It's like they're neck and neck at
Very
that
close.
point. They're
If
neck and
Tom
neck at
Brady,
that
if
point.
if if Patrick Mahomes was to get an 18-1 season, I might put him. Nah, he would have to. He'd have to have like two more Super Bowl appearances. But if he got an 18-1
Yeah,
season with another Super Bowl appearance, then we'd have something to talk about
Yeah.
I agree with
for
y'all.
sure.
I think he'll have some more. He still has to do some. He has some more work to do to get to Tom Brady. But I think if he three-peats, oh, he's getting very close
Nah, he
Hey,
is.
to Brady.
you know
Very
what we're in the
close.
we know what we're in the talks of right now?
What's that?
Just like the MJ LeBron debate, this
From
is a
yeah,
Brady
yeah,
Mahomes debate. But I feel like
yeah.
Mahomes is the LeBron and Brady is the Jordan. Brady will forever be NFL's favorite. So I think Bills come out. I think Bills come out this Sunday, man. That's
So
all I'm gonna
that's your
say.
prediction. You going
I'm
with the
gonna wrap it up
Bills?
with that. That's all I gotta say. Hey, man.
Cheese. Who you going with?
Bills, when history is time when it's time for history to be made, it's never made.
All right.
So I got the
And I
Bills.
agree. And I agree with you too, Cheese. It doesn't happen. History doesn't happen when it's supposed to. But I think they beat the Bills, and then they might lose in the championship. So I'm gonna take them to go to
Okay.
that Super Bowl. That
Okay.
the
Okay. Okay.
history might not be made, but it's not gonna be this game. It's gonna be the next game. That's
Mm,
gonna be the
I like
deciding factor to me.
I like it. I like it.
So y'all got Bills. I got Chiefs. We're gonna wrap that up. That's the AFC Championship prediction. The NFC Commanders versus the Eagles. Um, it's been a very wild, wild NFC playoff run. We got two division rivals in the NFC Championship, and I know the Cowboys are hurting. Ice up,
Are mad.
get the vegetables
Mad.
out the freezer. Ice up, Cowboy fans. Y'all hurting. Y'all let the Commanders get here before y'all. They ain't win a playoff game since 2005. You feel me?
Get the
So
margarita.
that's crazy, bro. But my I'm gonna go with the
Oh,
prediction here. Jayden Daniels, phenomenal season with very limited weapons, but in this game they're just overpowered. I don't think they will be able to stop Saquon, and even if they do stack up this box, they don't have no DBs to stop AJ Brown. They have no DBs to stop Devonta Smith. They just have too much on their side for the Eagles, and I
I
think
agree.
I'm gonna go with the Eagles, and I think they'll win by 10 points. I hope.
mm,
I hope to see Jayden Daniels win. No offense, Cheese, but it would
it'd be
just be the
great.
craziest. It would just be the craziest
Yeah.
thing I think I've ever
It's
seen.
a
I
better
don't think
story.
it's
It's a
the
better
better
story. If
storyline. It's the better
I
Yeah.
agree with
storyline.
you, it's a way better storyline.
I
See,
would
I'm
love to
with you
see
as
that,
far as that.
but I
See,
don't
I'm
think
with
it's
you
gonna
as far
happen.
as that.
I'm going with Eagles. What y'all think? And will Jalen Hurts injury? You know he
Have an
hyperextended
effect
his
on
knee. Yeah, with
I
that.
don't think it will. I
Yeah.
think it was cold out. I think it was cold out. He threw the brace on just to be safe and
Hmm.
felt more weird than a hurt feeling. So I don't know. It's tough when it's cold out like that to know if it's really hurt or not.
They'll
Right.
be playing in the cold again. Cheese, I know you're going with the Eagles, of course. Um, just to make my statement short and sweet, as much as I want Jayden Daniels to win, like just to be able to see a rookie quarterback go to the Super Bowl, like I think that's just amazing to be a part of in life in general. Just to be able to
Just to
be a
witness it.
just to witness that is like amazing. So I would love to see that, especially quarterback like Jayden Daniels. Like salute to him, black quarterback at LSU. Like, come on,
This
man.
is this is Rich's perfect scenario.
You feel me,
LSU boy, you feel me?
man,
A
bro? So
brother, like he's
I
doing his
would.
thing. He has
He's doing.
swag out there.
You feel me, Tone? I would love to see that, man. But
Yeah.
if I'm basing it off of just being a realist and being realistic and just not not only Saquon being a tank for the offense, that
Hmm.
defense, man, is
Yeah.
crazy. And this is playoffs. These
Oh,
boys are.
also, I don't know what Quinion Mitchell, the cornerback. I know he got hurt last game. I don't know if he's playing or not, but what if he go down? Like, does it
Yeah.
get spunky?
It's a lot of spunky activity going on with the Eagles, with Jalen Hurts being injured as well.
Yeah.
Not majorly, but it could have an effect on his play.
I
But
don't think it will.
if I'm being real, like if I was to put my life on it and my life was on the line, safe pick I'm going with is the Eagles, man. Eagles. I'm
So
going Eagles. I'm
so
going
you going
Eagles.
so we going with Eagles. It's a sweep for the Eagles for us, huh?
Yes, I'm going
Yep.
Eagles.
The
Eagles.
Suave.
Cinderella story ends with Jayden Daniels here. I would love to see me wrong, but I just don't see a realistic outcome
Yeah,
Me
for
at
that.
all.
I want to be wrong, but
Yeah, but like, if we being real, like
yeah, if
that
we being
Eagles team
real,
is
like,
just it's
yeah.
just too much right now. And Jaden Daniels, he'll get weapons. They have the most cap for next year. Um, they have the future. Like people are gonna want to come to the Commanders this season. They
Oh
just
yeah,
didn't have the weapons. We've seen what he was able to do with what he had. So wait until Jaden Daniels gets some upgrades. It might get spunky in the future, but
for surely.
we are going Eagles. We appreciate everybody tuning in to the first episode of the Get Right podcast.
Hey man,
Thank you. If
we
you
appre.
still if you
Oh, go
still
ahead. My
here
bad,
after
Tom.
2 hours and 30 minutes, use a real one. We're
The
gonna keep this
OGs.
content coming for y'all. The hot topics, the arguments, all of that shit is coming, man. So stay tuned.
The three OGs left. The three OGs, man. Real talk. Everybody else talk, nigga.
Yeah, man. Hey, appreciate y'all boys for coming out. Appreciate Wood and Jayden for coming out, man. 2 hours and 30 minutes and counting. Man, if you still here with us, salute to y'all. Keep supporting the gang. Get right, crew, man. We want everybody to get right, man. That's the motto. That's simple and plain, just like that. Get right with yourself. Get right with your soul. Get right with your mind. And hey, we out this thing.
Get right.
Get right.